Howdy folks, both present and future, and welcome back to the Nightmare of Lochholt, a modified adventure based off of Chaosium's The Haunting. My name is Ray, I am your GM, or the Master Keeper of Arcane Lore. Here are our wonderful players. We got Sky, Bryson, and Hayden. Welcome back, guys. It's been a week. We kind of did all of our small talk before, so I think before I get to the recap of our finale, hopefully it's the finale, we'll get to our luck and improvement checks.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Let's
I swear, guys, this is the finale.
swear this is the last one, hopefully. We are getting really close to the
Just
end.
give me another week.
Come on, look.
money.
Hey, it's whatever you guys do.
That's good. That's good.
7, that is very good. Hopefully, I
Technically,
think,
the game ends if we all just die right now. So.
yeah, if you just kill yourselves, kill each other, go insane, and just
In the
stab each other in the game in Minecraft. All right.
Minecraft.
27, 46, pretty nice.
Well,
that were a luck
What
check.
are we rolling for? Oh, are we
Luck.
doing-
Just roll a d10 for your luck
Oh, just
that
any?
you regain.
Oh, luck. Yes.
Yeah, and then you'll do skill improvement.
Doing that.
We all
I
should have.
succeeded.
We all should have succeeded in a couple skills,
I
right?
think let me check here. 'Cause I think I had quite a few probably. Right? Yeah.
Hey, I got 2 of them.
Hayden, I hate to break it to you, but
I got
It's-
one of them.
So for luck,
want
I'm
failures.
just rolling a d10.
Yeah.
nice. You got persuade.
Nice.
Hey, when we succeed, what do we roll again for improvement of it?
You just roll a
A
d10.
D10
Right, you're trying to get below the
above.
number you have in that skill.
Yeah.
Hey, 4. Yay.
Yeah, you're trying to fail.
4.
essentially.
Hey, 4 is better than 2 or 1 or 3.
True. Where's...
I got a 3.
Where'd it go?
Nice. Bryce, what'd you get a 7 on? Was that skill or is that
The
just
7
luck?
was for luck.
Dang, nice.
Well, I don't get up.
You did succeed in dodge. That was pretty cool.
Well, I'm trying to get above that, remember?
Yeah, which I remembered last session you succeed in dodging the bed, which is crazy.
That's right.
But all right, is that all of our skill luck?
No, I got it.
Hey,
Well, I
extreme
didn't
success.
expect to.
Yeah, the
Come
higher you get,
Come on, okay.
that's unfortunate. Okay,
Good,
there we
good,
go.
I got one.
Spot hidden's getting better.
And for that, 5, not too
5,
bad.
not bad.
Sufficiently average.
Why do I get
43?
the worst D10 rolls on the planet?
It's just the infinite cosmos coming to curse you.
It's just the roll of the dice. I
But
bought new dice the other day. Like physical dice.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's where you're gonna roll well.
clickety clack math
Yeah,
rocks.
Clickety-clack. Some clickety-clack math rocks. One which is like glow in the dark, but it's not the numbers. It just has like little bits inside. So it looks like stars, but
That's kind of
it's
cool.
not practical to actually use them in the dark because you still can't read the numbers. So it's like
But they look
whatever.
like it's.
They look cool. Oh yeah.
All right, Bryce. Now tell us how much it cost.
It's just like $12.
Oh, that's not bad.
I mean, there's just regular Chess X set of dice. that
It's
I
the
got.
math ones that are crazy. The math ones, holy moly! It's the metal ones that are crazy expensive, and I don't know why.
Right. Go online, get some like fancy ones, even though.
If it's any material except for resin, they're pretty expensive.
Alrighty, is that all our luck and skill rolls?
I'd like to get some. I don't know, some like wood carved dice if I can find them. I'm sure they're around.
They're around.
That'd be neat.
But
Alright,
that's all the skills for me. So
sweet. Let me a switch of ambiance.
I got spot hidden a little bit better now, and we all
That
know
is
how
pretty
much we
nice.
use that.
Oh my gosh, that's like the most useful skill
All right.
in the game, which is weird.
What do you
Boy.
mean it's weird? There's hidden things.
Because I expected like so many other things going into this, and then spot hidden is just like
It's
that
literally
one skill.
In the
literally a
Keeper
mystery.
rule book, there's like a guide on like how often you should expect to use certain skills. I don't remember what page it is. All of it. But
Alright.
it gives you a percentage, and like some of them are like, oh, 1%, you know. And I'm like, I kind of wish I had this before
Hmm.
when making my character.
Yeah, I guess spot hidden would be one of the ones that you would use more often. It's I think
Right.
one of the only perception skills. There's listen, and then there's a few other ones. But listen,
Yeah.
listen, you guys have used pretty often.
Yeah, I have a
wouldn't
90
say that
listen.
much. I've used it
Alrighty.
a couple of times. I've used a lot of persuade.
I've used listen enough to get up to 90 with it. So
You're up at 90?
yeah.
90.
Dang!
Wow,
That's
this guy's
insane.
got like elfin ears over here.
I know.
Just listening so hard.
Jeremiah, what are your elfin ears here?
My journalist ears.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense for a journalist. All right, so let me get into the recap, and then we can start our hopefully last descent into madness. So, last time our investigators were brought together by a very angry Mr. Knott. While Boston police were investigating the town of Lochholt, as well as very peculiar police force, the group reconvened at the Boston hospital. Howard was a bit dazed, but ended up pulling through, if so, suffering with a bit of a limp. The investigators left back to Lochholt to finally investigate the house, but found that it indeed was haunted. Discovering the remains of the old home yielded ghostly activity, slamming doors, running faucets, screams, and even dangerous events that could have ended their lives. With a quick dodge, Irvin narrowly avoided a bed being thrown into him, lifted by some unknown force. Now, after succeeding in discovering the basement code, they stand at the precipice of their final descent into madness. So we stand at the top step leading into the basement. Last time we had a bit difficulty repairing the actual stairway, but you guys remembered that there are some old wood pieces back in one of the old storage closets. You managed to find an old, usable ladder that you used to bridge the gap. So, I'll allow luck rolls or climb rolls, your choice, with a bonus die, if you'd like to try and traverse this ladder bridge downstairs.
Climb with luck.
Climb or luck. Yeah, your choice. With a bonus die, so don't forget.
See, why would I do
Well, you
climb?
know
I've
what?
got great luck.
I don't know.
And if you succeed, you get to put the mark in it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, put the mark
at
in
this
it. When
point, we
we're
might
at
not even
the,
have another session.
last session.
So,
That's fair. That's fair.
and all of us are making this roll.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at me climbing. Okay,
Whoa.
Look at me.
Nice. Everyone
Nice.
succeed.
I'm a lucky
Whoa.
guy.
Whoa, you succeeded. Climb?
Yeah.
Dang,
Nice.
good job.
Hard
I guess
to
We'll definitely
March-
make use of that.
march it down. That's awesome.
It's gonna be
Also, I found
Dude.
the chapter on skills here, and like spot hidden is like at like 25%, and it makes it like the most, according to the book, the most used skill, except first aid. But
First aid,
First
I can
aid.
see.
first aid is like more, but like
Okay.
the rest of these are all like 5 and 10, 20%. So
Okay,
25%
that
makes
makes sense.
a quarter of the time or something.
All right. What's our marching order?
Marching.
Oh.
Who's
Who
going
goes
first? You all
Did you like
succeeded.
hide parts of the map?
Yes, I hid the entire map.
Oh.
Except for the
That's
stairway.
right, we did just go into the basement.
Right. We had ended last time on the top of the stairwell.
Yes,
So-
I remember. Marching order. Who's the strongest?
It's me. I'll go.
Yeah.
All right.
You're the journalist. I'll be second
I think I'm
Okay.
also going the most crazy right now.
because I've got those bed dodging skills.
That's true.
I'm Neo.
All right.
I'm Neo if it was just beds.
I assume you have your flashlight, your lantern, whatever you're using to light your way?
Flashlight, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you have dark vision from D&D, which I'd be very impressed. Okay, cool.
I guess I'll take out my kerosene lantern.
Yeah, everyone let me know what you're using to light your way with. Unless
Actually,
you're
I
using
don't
someone
know.
else's light.
How much
Electric
fire is involved in a kerosene lantern? Because I still have pyrophobia.
A good amount.
Okay, so I'm not using it. I'm too scared.
I'm using my kerosene lantern.
Alright.
I just was
Well,
running
you're behind me, so I don't see it yet.
Yeah, you just see a flick of light
Just
emit
don't turn around.
from Howard's position, and you know what kind of lantern he uses. It's unnerving. You think you'll be fine as long as you sort of stay away from him.
Hey, at least I lost my carbide lamp, so I still
That's
have the
fair.
fuel for it though. So,
Alright, everyone give me a spot hidden check, please.
oh yay, I'm good at these.
Hey, I just upgraded.
Alright.
Dang. For nothing.
I also just
Oh,
upgraded that.
guys. Alright, sweet.
The guy at the back notices something.
Okay, well, let me reveal the map just a little bit.
If we had failed that spot hidden, would nothing have been revealed?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Just trudge into the
I don't know what
darkness.
you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Cool. So, you all enter into the basement. Down below is a basement storage room. The walls of this basement are lined with closely fitted boards, and the floor is... Someone's bumping their mic.
That was me.
Or something. You're fine.
I was moving it.
Alright. The floor is covered in odd tools, pipes, lumber, nails, and screws, and a large amount of junk. A trash can lid leans in the corner of the room behind the stairs, with the door set into the wall just behind it. And Hayden, since Howard succeeded his spot hidden, you also notice a knife set into the floor beneath some rubble. Blip. Yeah, you should see it now.
That looks
Wow.
like a cleaver.
You see a large knife, cleaver. It's really rusted with an ornate hilt. Looks like it was a part of a bigger blade, but is worn down into a sharpened diagonal point. It stands out as one of the nicer metal things in this basement.
The rusted out blade is the nicer thing.
It feels
Yeah.
like a trap.
Which is very odd. You noticed it due to the glint of your light, and it's not completely covered in dust like other metal pipes and nails are.
Is anyone capable of breaking a cleaver?
Breaking it?
Yeah, it feels suspicious, and there's like ghosts and stuff now, so.
I want to break it. Mind at all. Breaking their artifact. Nothing bad ever happened.
I'd rather have it broken than not broken.
How do I do a whisper
Don't
in
the ghosts get like mad when you desecrate them?
I think it's /W and then the name of someone.
/W. Okay.
Just test it out first.
Cool. Okay, Hayden, did you get that?
Yes.
Cool, excellent. /whisper. Hayden.
No one else
Okay,
got it?
you guys continue your conversation. If you want to look around the room, let me know. You want to make a skill check, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to be sending a secret message
Hayden was
whisper
the one
to
that
Hayden.
saw the blade. So do we see it now?
Yeah, you can share with him that information if you want to.
Well,
Hayden.
Does he?
Anyway.
I'll
I don't
wait
know, it's up to him.
then.
come on, man.
Come on.
I'm waiting for the whisper, okay?
Hold.
Stuff.
Okay.
I'm a hobo. I have to keep the nice things for myself.
All right. Guess I'll blindly keep walking down the stairs right behind.
Yeah, it looks like
Jeremiah
stuff.
here.
This must be a
We
long
not
Okay.
notice what is obviously the blood marks from a body. Being
Oh,
dragged
you
on
see
the
that
floor.
too. You see
Yeah.
that too, but they're a very darkened layer of what looks to be paint at the moment, but at closer inspection, yeah, you could probably guess because of the house and its, history.
Given
It's
the
probably
circumstances.
blood. All right.
Relatable.
Well, certainly doesn't surprise me, given the history of this place.
Oh, Hayden. Um.
The suspect is killing me.
So, if you would like to
Was
see,
it /W?
yeah.
How do I send it to you specifically? Oh,
/W, I guess. Keeper Papa. My name. I'm also going to send you a picture via Discord, so you'll know what I mean.
okay.
I realize it kind of blends in, but I want it to remain hidden for the purposes of this.
Okay.
So, Hayden, do you tell them about the knife or no?
Sure, I'll tell them about the knife. Hey,
All
look, a knife on the floor.
What?
Oh,
Looks pretty ornate. Can someone break it? It looks too nice.
Break it.
I think it was just well used. You know, when you repeatedly
Kill
dull
people.
and then sharpen a knife, and well, eventually you just shorten it. Which is my assumption. I should have connected all this blood on the floor. Though certainly doesn't look recent. Right? It doesn't look recent.
No, this looks pretty dried and old.
I'd still be on the lookout anyways.
All right.
Okay.
Move over here.
I don't
Alright.
know what to do with this information.
Who knows? Okay.
You're adopted.
Whoa! Oh!
That's how you find
Oh!
out.
Rough. Yeah, you see a little note on the ground. It says,
Oh.
"You are, as a matter of fact,
It's
adopted."
just like you were an unplanned child.
Who has the best melee?
Melee, huh?
Yeah.
I wonder.
Like brawl.
Yeah. Or
Uh,
a knife.
Is there a knife skill?
No, there's just
There was.
brawl.
Yeah, just brawl.
Who has the best brawl?
25 for me.
There is like a type of.
25.
I think
All
brawl,
right,
yeah,
I
you
have
use
the
for
best
knives.
brawl, 41. Okay.
Oh, no.
The
Okay.
hobo gets the knife.
The hobo gets the knife.
I pick up the knife.
Give me a
Oh no.
brawl skill.
What?
To
Give me a
pick up
brawl
a
skill.
knife?
Yeah. Because something happens.
Hey, a lot.
You have to fight the knife to use it.
Okay. The knife, as you step forward and lean forward to grab it,
I know.
your hand almost grasps the handle before it suddenly zips away from your hand. It spins around, aiming its point towards you, and lifts up into the air.
Ah.
So, here, this section of combat is a little bit different because this thing does not have a hit point pool. So, it is a matter of what you decide to do and when. But for the purposes of this, we are going to use rounds to determine how you would like to act and in what order. Does that make any sense?
Okay.
Sounds good. All right, who has the highest dex? I just exited out of the recap, which is where I had your dex scores.
Good job.
I think I
Great.
do. I have a 60.
5 stars. Getting a good tip for that. 20%.
Excellent. All right, just pulled it up. Sky, go ahead and give me a spot hidden. You're looking around, and a knife lifting into the air doesn't exactly make much noise.
Ah.
Oh, good.
I feel like a knife you were already aware of, then lifting out of the ground.
This is
Hey
happening
guys,
all
a
at
knife
once.
is kinda.
Might not
Whoa.
make noise, you'll certainly see it.
Well, this is just Hayden.
Oh, Hayden only sees it.
Yeah, Hayden's looking at it. He went to pick it up.
Yes.
But, yes, you are all aware of the knife. So this is as it's happening.
And Jeremiah failed to spot it.
Yes, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Bryce, also give me a spot hidden, if you please.
Good thing I just upgraded this skill. Lame.
Too bad.
Andy.
You can push it if
But
you
at the end, it
want.
doesn't even matter.
Might matter
Alright.
if you push it or not.
Pushing? I don't know. It's a knife. If I push this roll, it might just chop my whole hand off.
It's not just any knife. It's a
Alrighty.
floating knife.
Alright, Hayden.
How did
It's-
bird people become floating knives?
It is right in your face. It is going to
Ghost
make...
bird.
Give me a dodge roll, please.
Ah, shoot. Why can't I do more spot hiddens?
Spot hidden your way to victory.
Oh, what?
Wow.
Whoa!
Wow.
Oh, man, okay, you...
Neo.
Okay, yeah, 90. So you got a better level of success than him. So you managed to, as this knife lifts up into the air and it swings forward at you, looking to cut across your chest, you dodge to the side. That is its turn. It is going to stay focused at you and looks like it's going to make another attack. You can shout to your allies, make them all aware of this thing. Now that it's actually in the air and attacking you, it is also your turn. So go ahead and do what you like.
Hey guys, floating knife.
Help. Help.
And at the sudden realization, can you all give me sanity rolls?
Oh.
What?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Hayden, I should have mentioned that earlier.
Well, we haven't
as it
seen a
started.
knife before.
A floating knife is different. Bah!
Aw. Everyone failed.
Yes. Oh, I love it. Wait, Jeremiah and Irvin, you both have the same amount of... Oh, it's a 41, never mind. Alright, excellent. This is not enough to derive bouts of madness, however, you all do take 4 points of sanity.
4. That's close,
Yes.
though.
Very close. Alright. This sudden lifting knife, there's no force behind it. It seems to be waving in the air. And the sudden attack at Howard reminds you, Irvin, of your bed attack and the strange figure you saw standing in the corner. All of you are a little racked by this sudden attack.
Oh, yeah,
And-
that's still, like, out there.
Yeah. You're not entirely sure where it is, and you're worried that it's in the room with you, wherever, whatever it
I don't know
is.
how I would have gone here, but... Yeah.
Okay. Sky, it is your turn.
I shoot the knife.
Shoot the
Bold.
knife. Okay.
Bold choice. Considering the positions we're all in.
Hey, that straight line looks pretty safe.
Okay, give me
No.
You
I
know-
get shot.
Hey, you'll be fine.
give
I'm
me
not that good
an
of a
attack roll.
Edge of the knife is that way.
Shoot the knife. Amazing.
You know, it'd be
It's
better
gonna
for
go in the book of bad ideas.
Just don't critically fumble or fail a pushed roll, and I think you should be okay.
at
Hey,
most you'll
don't
miss.
tempt me.
I shoot one of my allies anyway. Crit success. Oh no.
Oh.
Do you want to use 36 luck?
No.
You're not
Come
gonna
on.
need it.
Ah,
There's not
darn
gonna be
it.
another session.
Okay. All right. You shoot your revolver. You have. Can it make more attacks?
Yes,
I can attack 3 times.
with disadvantage.
You can if
Yeah.
you'd like, or you can save your ammo for next turn.
Let's shoot one more time.
Okay. With a penalty die this time.
Yep.
That is
Failure.
close.
Come on,
I'll
one luck.
use 1 luck.
Okay.
Can you use luck
Interesting.
for combat?
It is. It is a skill roll. You can't use luck for pushed rolls or rolls that you already have a bonus die in. So I think
I have
combat
to roll a-
applies.
Yeah.
I also have to roll the penalty still.
Yes, so go ahead and do that. 3, okay, 41 is still worse
Yeah.
than that. So yeah, 1 luck sounds good to me.
Pew.
So
And that's
pew.
11 damage.
Your bullet hits the edge of this knife and sends it spinning into this space beside Howard. As it spins, it corrects itself. Where you hit it does not seem to have made a dent.
Hey, yeah, didn't this thing not have a damage pool?
Yes, it was a little hint from the DM.
I shot it
Listen,
anyways.
But you
So
did
you
move
moved
it into
farther
a
away
space.
from you and closer to us.
Yeah.
It goes scattering across the floor, hits an old bench, and spins and hits the wall behind it. Before it, like, slowly corrects itself and aims itself at you now.
Me?
Yes, you drew its ire.
Good.
Ooh.
Bryce, go ahead. Unless there's anything else you want to do
All
your
right.
turn, like move, Howard. Or, goodness, gravy. Jeremiah.
You might want to move farther away.
What are you gonna do now, investigator?
What if I just hadn't mentioned the knife?
They probably would have noticed after hearing your pained grunts, but it would have
Well, it
came at
never
more of a
hit me.
surprise.
Hear like wet stabbing sounds. He's already
It
dead
could
on
have.
the floor.
Right, so who knows? All right, Jeremiah, are you moving, or is that your turn? Sky.
Oh yeah, I'm Jeremiah.
Yes,
That's me.
Ah, yes.
I'm
me.
him.
I'm
I
gonna
am.
move to this
All right.
door back here and try to open it.
Yes. Bring in whatever is waiting in there.
Heck yeah.
Okay. You open it. I'll have you open that on your next turn, as that is an action to
Yep,
interact
there's
with the
something in
environment.
there.
Okay.
So,
Guaranteed, 100%.
okay,
Probably
Bryce,
the
it is
bird
now
thing.
your turn.
All right. So, where's the knife pointed at? Is it pointed at Jeremiah still?
It is tracking him, yes.
Okay, so given my angle, it's pointed directly away from me.
Yeah, the handle is facing towards you.
So I'd like to make the attempt to run up and just grab the handle out of the air.
I mean,
Okay,
I mean, you alright?
absolutely. Go ahead.
What
Give
kind of
me,
roll would that be?
give me a
I
fighting
think
brawl
it
skill.
warrants an advantage, right?
This isn't flanking, I'm sorry.
Come on.
there is no
Okay.
point to a
What
knife.
am I rolling?
Give me a fighting brawl skill roll.
Okay.
You know, just use
Maybe I'm
love.
lucky. Nope.
It's only what? What is that?
31? No,
19
it's
left.
31. Wow, 19?
No.
Not 19. I'm so bad at math.
Wait. Yeah. I was right.
Yeah, 19 luck, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna use the luck on that.
You're
one,
gonna use the luck.
Yes, I have 65 luck.
That's fair.
So, whatever 65 minus 19 is.
Jeepers. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay, cool. You
What is that?
reach out, and as it's about to launch itself in the position of where Jeremiah is, who's rushing over to grab the doorknob, in the mere moments of distraction, you reach up and you grab the handle. It's covered in this coat of Icarus slime. It's gross. And as you pull it, you wrap your fingers around it tightly and you drag it aside. You feel a tug, a force in the air that is playing this game of tug of war at you, but you succeed in your skill roll and you manage to yank it out from whatever force was keeping it held. For the moment, you have the knife in your hand and it stopped moving.
All right, raw. Let's do it.
It's stop moving temporarily, or it's not gonna move again.
There's no force, there's no tugging, it is just a knife in your hand now. It seems
Nice.
completely at
Will you
rest.
stop?
Great, I have a knife now.
Sweet.
Sweet.
What's
All right,
the problem?
Jeremiah, you went to go open up the door. You open up the door, and you instantly explode.
Ah.
No.
Okay.
Let me reveal to you this little room. Look,
Make a sandwich.
inside this room, you find a number of dead birds, crows, pigeons, things of the like, that have probably gotten stuck from a small doorway beneath a set of collapsed stairs that have been gone for who knows how long. You also see a number of coal bags. Looks like they're used to heat the oven upstairs in the kitchen. There is something stinky in this room.
Oh no.
Aside from the rotting birds, you could probably surmise
Yeah, it's a room full of rotting birds.
that it's
I wonder
rotten
what that
flesh.
smell is.
If we were going to burn the house down, this is a good place to start. All right.
I mean, at this point, does Mr. Knott really want this house?
Yeah, we could just kind of write it off as a lost cause.
Go to him and be like,
Guys, sorry, Mr. Not bad. Too much stuff down there.
too much bad juju, you know?
Hey, you want this knife?
We got soup here. But you know
Alright.
how you go.
But from your perspectives, that room, it seems like that's all there is left in this basement. Unless you want to
Okay,
investigate the room further.
I'm going to move here and then proceed to charge through this wall.
Okay.
Huh?
Following the trail of this old crimson coloration floor, you charge towards the wall and give me a... Ooh, what should I do? Give me a strength roll.
Woo! Come on, 2 luck.
What'd you get? 62 over 60. Okay, 2 luck, you succeed. Excellent. All right,
The first time I've used
your
luck.
shoulder bursts through the wall, and you find yourself stepping into another space. Give me a dexterity roll, if you please.
Oh no.
Oh.
Ooh, you want to use a lot of luck.
I don't have enough luck for that.
Oh, that is
Do I?
unfortunate.
Yes, I do. I would have. How much luck would I have? But 2.
Okay.
I don't have enough luck for that.
Interesting. Hold on, I'm revealing the areas. All right, as you hold on, are now in this area. Let me describe to you your environment. As you fail your dexterity roll, you find yourself bursting through boards, hitting a wall immediately to you. There's rocks, loose stones of varying sizes, large boulders, and small pebbles that you suddenly fall onto. You're currently prone. So, as you break through these wooden loose boards off the wall, cold, foul air meets you. You see a darkened, hidden crawl space ahead of you. 2 feet away is another wooden wall. The crawl space is filled with the quiet skittering of hundreds of rodents. You hear distant squeaks rapidly approaching you.
This was a mistake.
Make... Ooh, okay. Give me a dodge roll.
Dodge. No,
Yes,
not
with a
again.
penalty die.
Penalty. No,
Yes.
Yeah,
What?
And...
nice.
What? No.
Ah,
No, that's unfortunate. What is that? That's a 27. You want to
What?
use 7?
10
You want to
luck.
use some luck? Yeah, 10 luck.
Let's use 10 luck.
Gem here. Is mad that you got the first dodge roll. It's like, I'm gonna do another one.
All right.
Do it again.
Well,
Another one.
sweet. Another one.
Get me out of here.
As overrunning you is a swarm of massive rats.
What? Swarm? Massive?
These rats are abnormally large, and they are in a
Big
swarm.
rats
So
and lots.
big
Rodents
mass
of
of
abnormal
massive
size?
rats. Rodents of abnormal size. All right. Well, you do succeed on your dodge, which is good. All right. You feel their teeth biting and tearing at your clothing from everywhere, but none of them seems to actually puncture your skin. You are surrounded. Oh no, I think we just lost Bryce. You are surrounded in hundreds of rodents.
The rats got him.
The rats. What am I in New York? There he is. What up, Bryce? I'm
And
gonna
it
just.
just like pooped out and then bring me back.
All
pop
right,
me back
and
in,
you are
automatic.
back in, which is good. All right, so
Okay.
that was their turn. since they have the highest dex. Sky, you hear a sudden scream from Howard as you just see him charging into a wall. You hear wooden boards cracking. You hear him fall to the ground, and suddenly loud echoing squeaks, and some of these large rats begin to spill out into the room where you're in.
So were those holes in the wall about rat size?
You surmise so.
If you had answered my question and told me how big the holes were.
Oh. Where did you say that?
Right after
I
you
might have
big
missed it.
rats.
I might have missed it. Oh, there it is. How big? That's unfortunate. I'm sorry. They were holes.
I thought they were like just these little tiny holes in the wall, like someone shot bullets through it. Or you had termites,
Hmm.
not rats.
Well, if I
Rat
told you,
size
like,
holes.
oh,
That's
these
wrong.
holes were about rat-sized,
They're about the
then you'd
size
like, I mean, maybe there's
ball.
rats beyond there. So it's
The
like
size of a
meta.
tall
Be like, oh,
In any case,
big holes.
Sky,
Yeah.
as you're closing the door and you're looking around, what are you doing this turn?
They're about the size of 5 nickels.
Using the American version of the metric system, just use anything else but numbers.
Was it? They do that with
Keep exactly one cow's space
Meters.
away from you.
About half a chicken's head.
About the size of a
size
grapefruit.
12 baby elephants fell into the.
Jeremiah!
I
Sky!
know, I'm looking like the rat.
Uh-oh. I
I'm gonna
realized.
pull out my crowbar and start swinging at some rats.
All right. Give me a. I think that's a brawl skill roll.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Give me a brawl skill.
I'm not
And-
a brawler. But
The rats are going to attempt to dodge.
Dodge?
darn.
Are these rats acting as a swarm or as individuals?
Oh, balls.
Whatever is convenient to him. Whatever gets
Oh,
us
come
killed
on
the
now.
fastest.
Okay, well, you do
Yeah.
succeed. Dang. Their dodge is honestly not that great. Okay, so you bat some aside. Some of them go scattering into the walls. They fall limply to the ground. Some of them are decapitated, arms, limbs missing. It was a hard hit. Roll me some damage if you would.
What's the damage of a crowbar?
I'll just say a D4 plus whatever your build is.
That seems kind of low. For a crowbar,
I
right?
know a D4 is. Oh,
My
well, it's not
measly
like it-
tip does 1d4.
My gun does a D10
Yeah, but-
plus like 3.
The health of everyone is lower. Like my hit points are 8. So
okay. Okay,
Plus
Yeah,
build?
I-
What's
so
the-
you.
what
3
are
Oh,
or
I
4
have a shotgun.
crowbar hits.
Your build should be in your character sheet, I believe, in the combat section.
Your build.
If I'm wrong,
build 0.
okay, so no
My
change.
build
However,
0.
that 1 point of damage, as they notice some of their comrades in arms die, this swarm of rats, as they meet an oppressive force, they immediately
I should've
abandon
shot him.
Howard. Immediately abandon Howard, and he is unveiled as these massive rats, unscathed as well. These massive rats fall off of him like water and abandoned into the dark crevices of this hall, whatever it might be. Howard, you're a little perturbed, but you feel fine.
No
A
sanity
little,
check.
No sanity for rats. It was more sudden. It was very surprising, but
Yeah,
nothing,
you've seen rats before.
nothing scary.
These hands are rated E for
Scary.
everything.
Nothing I don't run into on a regular
How
basis.
scary!
How scary could being covered in rats be?
Hey,
Yeah,
if you want a
protective
sanity
shield
check,
away.
No.
I didn't have one written, but hey, if you're asking for it, absolutely give me a sanity check. Let's see how he takes
No
it.
thanks.
Lame.
1d100. Oh,
You said
you're not
scary.
wanting a
I don't think-
sanity.
I don't think that scary is like the appropriate term for sanity.
Okay.
right? It's like,
Very
Not mind
beyond human
melting.
comprehension.
yeah.
You can
I
you can comprehend a bunch of rats on you.
Right.
It is sudden, so if you think it's appropriate, then I'll allow a sanity roll.
Nah. allow a sanity roll?
Sure.
I'll allow it.
If you think it's fitting for your character to go
You're
mad,
trying to reverse psychologicalize us.
No.
psychologicalize.
There was a lot of rats in the trenches.
Yeah, there would be.
All right. Well, you see a wooden wall directly opposite to you, built into
How big?
cavern. It's about, let's see, 15, 10. It's about two cows long.
Full size?
That's a lot of
It's old.
Baby cows.
room.
Male
Actually,
or female?
by long, which way do you mean lengthwise? East to west or north to south?
North to south.
Yeah, it depends on the type of cow.
I
too,
guess
I mean.
if Howard's looking forward, like to the
It's only 2 cows long.
west, I
would hope
guess,
it'd be at least 4 cows long.
from the right
Cows are pretty
to
big.
the,
Minimum
to the
three.
left,
length.
right.
2
Like,
cows long is long.
long ways, or like you're facing the cow head on.
I'm pretty sure it's a long ways for cow.
Right, so like human centipede style, head to butt. They're both standing there. Yeah, we were doing this. Howard's standing face to
It's an
face to this
educational
wall.
channel.
To the left and to the right is exactly 2 adult cows' length in size. It's a very large wooden wall.
Doing word problems today.
If Howard Hudson had 2 cows, how much milk would he have at the end of the month? Female cows, of course. Things
What's
would
the
get
average
weird
length of
otherwise.
Cow.
There's just no point of this game.
A British cow or a European cow?
Okay. Before I lose my sanity, what do you decide to do? Actually, since
It's a collective losing of sanity.
Oh, so it's about like 16 feet long.
Irvin, you're still in the room. You see this happen. I presume you go in to investigate this. What would you like to do?
I don't see the rats. I
You
don't-
saw
I
the
don't-
rats. You saw what happened, but you hadn't reacted since
Are the rats
it was
still
going to be
there?
your turn. No.
They died.
They ran into the walls.
As soon as they
I
got
didn't
hit,
them.
some of them died. They immediately scattered. You do see some rats sort of skittering in the walls and trying to hide into the shadowy crevices of whatever junk is sprawled across the floor in this basement.
I will, yeah, go. And I mean, I don't need to investigate anything. The knife's in my inventory now, right?
I think we can write off this house, right?
Yep. The haunting was caused by a whole bunch of rats.
We don't need to know the cause of the haunting. We just need to know whether or not Mr. Knott can use the house. And he
Hey,
cannot.
you know, the landlord special, you know, put a bunch of white paint over everything. You're good to go.
The voice is just the part of the ambiance. And
That's right.
if your bed's lit up, well, that's nothing I can do about that.
Don't keep any knives in
You
the
need to
house.
put in a maintenance request for that. You know.
Also,
Only
all
keep-
this blood on the floor, it's not good for, it's not sanitary. I want to clean this
Recommend
place.
only having throw pillows. That's it.
Anyways, so I have the knife in my inventory. right?
Yes, you have the knife.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's nothing in the room up there. I guess I'll just follow Jeremiah.
Yeah.
into
Jeremiah
the room up
had done a
here.
cursory look, just a lot of dead birds. Okay.
Well,
Are you...
to the other room where Howard had went.
Okay.
Following right behind.
Howard presumably stands up and you find yourselves in this very tight quarters space. All of you give me
Is
a
this like a
spot
broom
hidden.
closet we're walking into?
It's like a crawl space, but
Oh.
carved into the side of a rocky wall.
Hard success.
Eventually, I'll
I
succeed.
don't
at
know
one
if I
of
want to just waltz into that. But
You can like poke your head in. You don't have to walk in.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
He's
Okay.
an architect. He would know.
I am an architect. Hold
This
on, I
doesn't
use
seem
my
const-
architecting skills.
This
Was
doesn't
this
seem
built
structurally
into the
sound.
house, or was it like clawed in or something? You know.
Give me a roll for that. That's a good. That's pretty good.
That is a good.
Good question.
My skills. You know, before I decided on.
Yes, give me
being,
an architecture, or whatever
I don't
skill
know
you
if
think
I
would apply.
have that. As
What
a
would it be?
skill.
Your
Would it just
knowledge
be
or
education?
intelligence? Education?
You can use your education. there is like an arts and crafts, and I would allow like a thing of passion
Well, I
if
have
you want to make
technical
that.
drawing, but that doesn't.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
That's
I guess just give me an
not the same
education roll.
Nice.
Whoa,
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Whoa, one below. Nice. Okay,
I
so
feel like as an architect, I would have gotten a bonus anyways.
this basement seemed like it used to be a lot bigger, and this
Oh.
post after its construction looks like this wall was put in, meant to probably hide something.
So we're looking in this crawl space, but even beyond that,
Yes.
there's more house.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it looks
where was
like
the second strength check
the
to break
rocky.
the other wall.
Sure.
No.
Right. I'll relay this to the others.
Okay.
Looks
that
like there
crowbar.
should be more house beyond this wall here.
Can
I'll
I
smash
search the
The
wall?
wall with the crowbar.
Yes, but to get to your successful spot hidden checks, which is good,
Okay.
you see etched into the wall of wood just in front of you are the words Chapel of Contemplation in irregular scratched letters. They're at eye level, so you can just sort of, as you stand up, you meet them. It is dark, so it's a little hard to see in here.
You know, we saw that one cult symbol and we've never seen it again.
Actually,
Or have we? Dun dun
we haven't.
dun.
It's never said anything about it.
I mentioned, where was it? One of you, I think it was Bryce, saw the white triangular symbol at another location. It might have been...
No,
Underneath
you said
the-
something about a triangle, and I was like, "Oh, is it this triangle? That the one that we saw earlier at the temple? Remember? Because it was like
Yeah. Did I say
was
yes or
something
no
like-
to that?
it was no, because it was just the picture. Remember?
Right,
The one of the family.
right.
It wasn't a.
Oh, right, it was the triangle of... You're putting the pieces of picture
Yeah.
together. Right,
But
right.
so there hasn't been another confirmed sighting of it.
I imagine one guy just drew it and like presented it to the cult leader and was like, "Let's use this as our symbol." And the cult leader was just like, "No."
You
No.
dummy! Fired! Birdman, get out
What?
of here.
I have a
Right,
symbol.
No!
There's just some guy. He's got like bird feathers
Yeah,
taped
look.
to himself.
Look, buddy, I'm the idea man.
Just like crying in like the
Demoted.
forest somewhere, just, like, drawing the symbol and like the mud. Or something.
It was a good idea. I'll start my own cult.
Exactly. Start my own cult with
Poor man.
blackjack and hookers.
With blackjack and the hookers.
What did our spot hidden accomplish?
You just see the words now. It looks like this wall, built into a rocky surface, seems very out of place and looks like it leads onward.
I want to look for a weakness in the wall.
Okay,
I got
spot
crack.
hidden.
Wait, so there's not like a spot to go in around the corner? It's
Failure.
It looks like it ends. The
Let's
wall
push-
ends with two large boulders. It looks like it caved in on one side, and the other just looks like a rocky wall. So it's just like this hallway. Fail? No, it just looks like
Can I push that?
yes. Dang it! All right.
We
Aiden
have.
nodding, what do you expect?
It seems like almost every push roll we've done is succeeded.
Except for me.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
there
you
was
guys
one
have.
that
Hey, did you
failed.
fall down.
I failed almost all my push rolls.
And when you guys were investigating upstairs, I think Bryce failed a pushed roll and then like accidentally shot his pistol or something.
Yeah, I think that.
Oh
was
yeah, it
that.
dropped and shot.
A good balance of successful successes and failures, but cool. So you succeed, your spot hidden. There is a break in the center of these two boards as if they're doors, but the edges where the wooden boards connect to the actual rocky walls. Oh, Bryce is gone again. Where the wood meets rock, it looks like there's extra bolts and things securing it there.
All right. Just
Welcome back. You're fine. Happens to everybody.
So the doors are being secured by bolts.
Yeah, on the sides, but it looks open. If you were to try and push this door open, it'd be from the middle.
Try and push it open then.
Okay. Give me a strength roll with a bonus die.
Oh.
Hard success. Excellent. Excellent.
Maybe
All
I
right.
should have consulted the group before doing this. Oh well.
Maybe you should have.
I ran through a wall.
Yeah,
and
the
then-
first time we had you got in a tussle with some brats.
All right, guys. I wasn't damaged.
I'm gonna do it again.
I'm gonna try my luck here.
I'll do it again.
We'll do it again. Alrighty. Hold on, let me look at something real quick. Okay, reveal, come on. Reveal, you know you want to reveal. Alright, and spot. Now this room is available to you. So, you step foot into this room. Oh, I think you guys are all gone. How did this happen? I think you just
Ray.
all disappeared. Can you guys hear me?
Ray, you're the one who disappeared and then reappeared.
What?
Okay, that was Ray's fault. this
That was
time.
weird.
Because look, I'm at the
Also,
very
we're
left.
out of order on the stream now. So
Oh
you
no!
can-
I think I had a fart.
Oh, am I in the keeper spot?
No, I'm in the keeper spot. You are in the
Oh,
Sky's
keeper
spot.
Yeah.
I'm in Bryson's spot.
Put me.
Here, let me.
we're all
Now
in the
that now
wrong
the
spot,
viewers
alright.
can see where you are. Okay, so
We all
you're
need to be shifted one to the left.
okay. Now Hayden's gone. Now Hayden, you are in an unassigned source. You are in player 3. Now Bryson, you are in Sky's spot. So this is what I have to do pre-game, everyone, just in case you're interested
behind
in
the
seeing
scenes
how it
there, yeah.
works. Oh yeah. All right, cool. Now everyone should be where they're supposed to be. That was weird.
That's what it looks like.
Hmm.
Looks like it's
My
working.
internet has been spotty lately, so
Well, it's
let's hope
weird because
it doesn't happen again.
also just kicked me out a couple times, but maybe you're right. It is your fault.
No.
Maybe you're right. It's your
No,
fault.
it's me that has issues. Not
Okay.
today, though.
Or it
So-
could be just Streamlabs. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways,
So you enter into this new space, yes.
All right.
Whoa.
Bottom
like-
blood.
4 of my... I think my house is haunted, guys.
Good for you. I think mine is too. But you know.
Like 3 of my phone panels on the wall just... 4 of them just like immediately collapsed and I didn't know.
Well,
Anyway, so that's happening.
Wow.
You enter into this large room, an extra room inside into this house. This room stinks of mildew and rot, both from the wooden boards, moss, and fungi patches, and a singular tarp-covered figure lying along a table. 2 open manacles dangling from both ends. On the opposite sides of this room are long tables with old candles, maps, rolled-up parchments, and books littered across it. To the right is an old abandoned altar, and scattered across the floor are these very familiar triangle symbols. And Hayden, as you step into the room, your foot plants onto one of these symbols, and your head aches. So, how would you guys like to proceed? What's your marching order?
Hey, by this measure right here, 35 feet, that's about 4 cows. I was right.
Well done, mathematician.
Brilliant.
Brilliant, you've solved it. You've figured out the game.
I told you, 2 cows wasn't long enough. So who's going in first?
You burst through the walls. I
So,
assume
I
that
guess-
you're in front.
Who's second?
same as was before. I was falling behind Jeremiah, unless
Alright.
he
I'll
was
go
behind me.
second.
All
Okay.
right.
In we go. Oh, wrong thing.
Hi ho,
We go.
hi ho.
Okay.
Into
Place-
the walls we go.
I suppose place yourselves where you would like. Is there anything you would like to do in
I
this
want
room?
to step on the circle, just kind of, on the outside here. What do we see?
Yeah. Anything suspicious?
Give
I'm
me
sure
a
it'll be a
hidden
spot
roll.
hidden. Yep, gotcha.
Yep. Your general
Like
perception
I'm a
is that
genius.
your general perception is you just see everything I basically described. It's an old
Nice.
room, lots of tables, lots of old stuff. Oh, you guys are great with spot hidden. I wonder
That's right.
why. It's all these successes on them, and so you see scrolls littering the
Boom.
ground. As for yes,
Not me though.
one failure. Good job,
Ooh,
me.
I got a nice roll though.
Yeah, you don't really see anything out of the ordinary. As for the two of you, who did succeed, the only thing that looks different or anything that jumps out of you and isn't covered with dust is the
A mummy in
figure.
the middle of the room.
The figure in the middle of the room. It looks like
Huh. That's kind of
That's-
out of place.
that's odd. There's a body,
Nice trail of blood leading straight to the.
and it's encircling it.
Let's see. I like how the reporter was the only one who's like, "Wow, nothing in this room looks particularly interesting."
Right?
Jeremiah hadn't
Like,
gone in yet. I guess he's standing outside.
Okay, this body in the middle of the room looks untouched. Let's see. What are my possessions?
Untouched, like fresh, or
I have half a gallon of alcohol. I have a carbide lamp fuel. They're 2 pounds each, so I have 8 pounds of carbide fuel and a waterproof match case.
What are you suggesting, Howard?
Burn it.
I don't. That's too hasty. Okay, don't let's not be burning.
We got attacked by a bird man.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Okay,
How do we know that thing's not a bird man, just wrapped?
doesn't look like a bird, man.
How do you know it's wrapped?
Let's stay away from the fire. All right.
You're the one who started the last fire. Oh wait.
In a hospital.
Touche.
Touche.
Jeremiah, as you enter this room, your foot also lands on the white triangle. You have a sudden headache, and it remains for as long as you remain standing. You look down, you see your foot is stepping on this white symbol. You take your foot off, and your head is fine.
How many symbols are there?
There's a lot.
How many is a lot?
Well, the ones you see, right?
It seems, yeah, but there's also some scrawled on the walls, some of them on the ceiling, in places where a normal person shouldn't reach.
Well,
You-
how
You
many
guesstimate probably a little over 50. Big symbols, small symbols.
Are there any that look particularly important?
Spot hidden. Or actually, give me luck. Luck. Give me luck.
Why luck?
I wonder
Because
if the big
Because
one
you're
under
tired
he's
of
looking
these
for something.
bodies is
It's,
important.
you're looking for something that may or may not even be there. Okay.
Fail.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary. Haha.
Luck, huh?
Yeah, you do see a lot of symbols though. Nothing particular. It just seems like the same scribble drawn again and again and again
I'll
in a
take a
repeating
picture
fashion.
of the body in the middle.
Yeah, we haven't been doing that.
I still say we burn it.
Okay. Give me a photography roll.
I mean, the last time we didn't do something that I said to break, a knife started poking at me. Actually,
Ended up being fine.
by luck, it ended up being fine.
All right. You snap a picture of this mummy on the table, and with a sudden bright flash illuminating this room, it suddenly goes dark again, and all of
As
you see,
Pictures go.
yeah. And as soon as the flash dissipates, the darkness of this room beginning to set upon you all, there's a soft groan, and the figure slowly begins to sit up. A long, lengthy arm begins to unfurl from beneath the wraps and pull down its facial cover.
Wow,
Let's-
shoot it with a shotgun.
Well,
Waste no time.
you can on your turn.
Who needs turns when it's
Since
doing?
since you had technically, I guess that'd be a weapon. I'll give you plus 50 to your dex for this.
Huh?
When you have a weapon drawn, a gun, I think just a gun, you have a plus 50 to your roll, considering you had a weapon and you were ready to drench this thing in, what was it, gasoline? I'll give you a plus 50 because you were absolutely ready and not trusting whatever horrible nonsense this was. So your 50 becomes a 70, which is good.
Time to commit a potential roll.
My dex is 20. So yeah, 50, 70. Yeah.
Sweet. All right, well, you do go first.
I can.
Hey.
Congratulations.
And let me change out
I'm definitely gonna miss this shot, but
the...
you know.
Can you guys still see the basement?
See a lot of white.
Too white.
Oh, no.
A lot of white.
Now let me go
Right.
to this and bring that to a map layer.
There we go.
Okay.
Is
Back to the basement.
The mummy's gone.
excellent. Which is what I was trying to do. Now this creature.
Ah.
There we go. Yes, I made 2 separate maps for this particular purpose. Yes! Environmental storytelling. Alright, so make your move, Hayden.
Okay, let's see. Where's my shotgun? Bringing out the shotgun. It's a miss, isn't it? No, it's a success!
Whoa, 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 really? Nice.
Why is it 0.9?
That's odd. Yeah, 0.9. Wait, if you like hover over it, it's like rolling 2d6, 1d6, 1d3, 5 plus 4.
Oh, because the damage
What?
is 2d6 slash 1d6 for the different ranges. So it should be a 2d6. So I have to roll again.
6 divided by 1d6
Oh.
divided by the d3.
This is math. What's your range? If you're within, was it 15, right? Oh, 10.
10 meters, 20 meters, 50 meters.
Yeah, okay. You can just barely get him. Okay, cool.
I think that's within.
So
10
2d6,
every square meter-
2d6.
you succeed. He is going to do... Nah, never mind. 9 points of damage. Nice. As this creature is unveiled, the wrappings fall over him. Your shotgun blasts into his side. It looks like it carves a chunk of flesh off, scattering this dark, old crimson stains across the table and across the floor. It doesn't seem phased as it stands taller than any normal man should. Bryce, you recognize this figure from the creature you saw in the mirror and outside beneath the hanging canopy. Its long, drawn back lips and curled smile, its deformed wings and hunched figure, tatters of old clothing remains on its skin taut against the bone. There are patches of loose feathers. It looks like this thing was... It looks in this cultish scene that this creature was supposed to be a birdman, but never truly completed its form. And as he reels back from the shotgun blast, he turns and his head lolls back to you. This time pointed towards Howard.
Woo!
He's angry.
9 points. Dang.
Shotguns are good.
Yes.
They're very good.
All right. Who
Tough nut.
is
9
who is
points, still
next?
alive.
I think it's me.
Yeah, Sky, and then Bryce. You're on deck. Is there? Do you want to move before Howard, or are you fine there?
Oh,
Yes.
move?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would you like to move?
Yes. Out of the room.
Okay.
How
And
far can I move? What's my movement? Hold on.
you should have a movement rating. All of you who see this creature stand up, please make
Movement
a
rate is
sanity
7.
check.
How far is 7?
60. Dang it. 7. So you just move like it's like D&D rules. Just pick 7 squares and you leave. Normally, because there's usually not maps in Call of Cthulhu, you just it's assumed that movement is a thing. But maps where you can quantify and you have squares, we'll just use
I
D&D
want
logic.
to sit here.
Okay.
Hey guys, you
Sanity.
should probably follow me after you shoot it.
Irvin, can you make me a sanity check, please?
Determined today, huh?
Yes.
That's
Whoa,
right.
nice. Woof.
How much
You,
sanity
I don't
do
know how you get so lucky. Okay,
Just built different.
just built different, absolutely.
All in the
Okay.
mind.
So,
The old guy in the war vet.
Years
hat
and
of the reporter.
how
years
many...
of university study have hardened my mind.
Hold on, let me try and find how much sanity you guys take, because this one's a tad different.
300.
You found it. Okay. It is a D8. 6 points of sanity. For those of you who succeeded, only take 1 point. Irvin, or not
Oh.
Irvin. Jeremiah, you take 6 points of sanity, which is enough to give you a not only bout of madness, but also temporary insanity. So, can you make... Well, let's have you make an intelligence roll for us, please.
Oh no, I'm good at intelligence.
Come on. Oh! I'm sorry to say. All right, you are insane for how many hours?
So,
Oh, for 1 hour? Nice.
dumb character who's really good at fun.
Yes. Dumb characters have a better chance of survival. It's weird. Okay, cool. So now you suffer a bout of madness. 8. Okay. Okay. You begin hysterically laughing. Your loud voice echoes throughout this entire room and can be heard throughout the house upstairs. It is screaming how loud your laughter is. And for the rest of you, chills begin to run up your spines and across your bodies. Your hairs begin to stand on end as your friend just doubles over, laughing. Your feet are kicking in the air. Tears are streaming down your cheeks as your eyes are just bloodshot and forced open, staring at this horrible abomination that is standing above you. Its eyes curl down and they look at you as you begin laughing in its presence. So for the duration, you are laughing. I'll let you move, but you can't act. You can only laugh, and I'll say, technically, your movement is under my control, but I'll say you're half moving, out of my good graces.
Okay.
So for how many rounds was that? I haven't rolled for rounds yet, so let's see how long it lasts. Oh, for 6 rounds, dang it. Okay, for 6 rounds. So for the moment,
Ooh, a D10 is very rough for the round.
yeah, it's pretty rough. Okay. So, whose turn is it now? It is Sky's. I'll let you move half of your movement rating. Where would you like to go?
I want to go away from this abomination.
Okay. You turn onto your belly and you begin like army crawling. Every movement is tense and painful as you laugh into the ground. Yeah. Your tears begin to dot the floors beneath as you begin crawling in darkness towards the beams of light of your friends. The rest of you see this terrifying scene of your friend go insane as he's crawling, laughing towards you, or any beam of light.
So
Where would
your
you like?
movement rating is like how many meters you can go?
Pretty much. But for this, I'll say it's just how many squares you can move, like in D&D, pretty much. Or I guess
So
that's
my
feet.
movement rating is 8.
8, so half of that, just pick 4 squares, and then you can move.
Okay.
Which 4 squares is a good amount. Rounds in Call of Cthulhu isn't like 10 seconds or 6 seconds. It's like an undetermined amount of time, so this can go pretty quick. Alright. So, Howard, as you're standing there with your gun at the ready, your friend crawls past you just laughing his head off. So keep track of the rounds that you spend laughing. And what's up?
So there's one.
Oh, no. That is unfortunate. Next up, it is Bryce. Left alone in this room with this towering, bony figure. In the sound of
I
your
can
friend
act
laughing.
and move, right?
Yes. Your action can
Okay.
be a number of things, but your movement is always given to you.
Shoot it and run.
That's how it's gonna be. Shoot and run.
All right.
I don't believe I would have particularly had my gun prepared in this moment.
Alright.
But that's all right. So I'll just make a regular combat roll for that, right?
Yes.
Listen to the hobo.
And depending on what your gun's range is,
15
And-
yards.
okay, 15. That should work. You're in range.
Okay. Dang.
Ah! Is it also 3 shots?
It's got 1 and 3 in parentheses.
Okay, so 3 shots.
So,
Each shot is made with an additional penalty die. So if you want to make a third shot, you roll with 2 penalty die. But your first shot, as you're sort of shaking in terror, you shoot, your gun's pop resounds through the entire chamber, but you miss, hitting one of the tables behind him.
so I can make another shot
Yeah.
with the penalty, and then a third shot with the 2 penalty.
Yes.
And that's all in this one action, right?
Yes. As part of your attack. So like, bam, bam, bam!
Alright, so second.
Okay.
Well, that fails anyways. So I'll do third.
Okay.
Well, I'm just bad, I guess.
Okay. Your hand's shaking uncontrollably. 3 shots, 3 misses.
And I'll run.
Okay, you'll book it. What's your movement speed?
And let's check up on that.
Oh, Hayden, did you woke up with a limp last session? Did you deduct 1 from your movement speed from last time?
Where am I looking for movement?
I don't think.
That should be in
Oh,
combat.
Because it's at 7 right now.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
I think it was at 8
8 for
before.
movement rate.
Okay, sweet. I think 8's pretty standard unless you're
Yeah.
crazy old.
I don't know how movement rate actually works, honestly. I don't know how you calculate that.
Yeah, it's weird, but for this, it just sounds simpler just to be, okay, that's how many
Okay.
squares
How
you
far
can
do I
move.
move? Just right
Um,
outside the door here where everyone else is?
Yeah, you count up to 8 squares, but yeah, you can position yourself within 8 squares of where you want to be. So, you go from here, and then that's 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square. So you can get there
I'm
fine.
hoping to hit him once he gets to the door.
If that's all you're doing,
Shoot it.
Bryce,
Can I do anything else?
you use your action to shoot, and you use your movement. You can use your action to interact with your environment, like open up a door, make a barricade. You can also use it to, I don't know, use any
Prepare
skill
any
you
other
like.
weapons.
Yes, you can also, for future reference, if you would like to gain a bonus die, you can use your action to aim, but it does use your round action. So the next time you do shoot, you can shoot with a bonus die.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna
Yeah, I
do that.
figured it was a
but,
waste of an action, but it's available if you guys want to. It is
Wow.
now,
Oh, that's actually quite.
So I can't do anything else right
yeah, it is now the creature's turn.
now. Okay.
The creature doesn't have like 8 movement like we do.
Which I'm looking for. Okay,
I'm
it
sh-
does
I'm
have-
100% sure it runs faster than us.
all that skin and bones kind of helps it out. 1, 2, 3,
Unnatural
4,
strength,
5,
you know.
6. Okay,
Got that runner's
Ooh, I can get
it's
running right next to you.
bonus die?
Saint
Yeah, I
Paul is
think
this
you would
thing.
get a bonus die.
if I
it's
shoot at it.
point blank, but it is going to make a couple. Actually, I guess just 1 attack. Okay, so its multi-jointed fingers raise above your head, and it goes for a downward slash at you. 53. Does that hit? It does not. It got really, really close though, and boy, is that rough. Okay, so that is his turn, and I also need to keep track of his magic points, which are a thing. By the way, who has the books on them? The Libera Bonus and also the journals they found in the house.
The journals in the house?
Yes,
This house?
you guys discovered 3 leather-bound journals in the room, and one of you skimmed it. I think it might have been Jeremiah that found diaries.
I have one, yeah.
Okay, good to know. Okay, well that was its turn. It is now standing before you. And it is now Howard's turn.
Woo! Ooh. How does reloading work?
Reloading costs an action.
It costs an action.
Yeah.
Ah. So my shotgun only has 1 round left into it. Dang it. Ooh, I can't make 2 attacks with my shotgun. I could make 3 attacks with my revolver.
And he's within point blank range. So
He is. Let's do 3 attacks with the revolver.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing if it's an action or not to switch weapons, but I didn't for Bryson, so yeah, you can switch weapons. 3 attacks. That first one will be with,
Bonus.
I guess
right?
they'll all be with bonus die, but you'll still take
Wait,
penalties
switching
later.
weapons is not an action.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything against it, so sure. Unless you can find anything, which I'd appreciate. So
I will
50.
use-
It seems like if you already had your weapon prepared, you get a bonus.
Right.
But otherwise, it's just a regular.
So 5, nothing changes, but you're using
I'll
luck,
use
you said?
9 luck. Yeah.
9 luck? Okay, that first attack hits. Roll me some damage if you would.
Damage was 2.
Oof. Oh, there's the damage, I see it.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate.
Alright, but next attack.
8. Hold on, I am calculating his stuff.
He's at 11 hit points taken away now.
Yes.
9, 10, 11. So I don't think Bryson hit anything.
And then 2, you hit 2.
The other guy ran away.
Well, he didn't run away. He's laughing
Probably.
away. Okay,
how many
So
options
2,
right now? Okay.
you're
Oh.
attacking with an
Ow.
extreme success.
Damage and extreme damage.
Wow.
It's 15 damage.
Uh-huh.
15! Holy crap, shotguns are insane.
Oh, that's the revolver.
Oh,
That's
revolvers
yeah.
are insane.
They are.
Cool. Oh man, what if I told you? So you attacked with your handgun. Okay, so all 3 attacks. So this is your second, right?
Yeah, that's my second attack.
Okay. This one you will need a penalty die since it's your 3rd time.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, failed. So,
Okay.
bonus penalty. So it would be 56.
Okay.
Let's see. How much luck would that be for 6 more
How big
damage?
was the monster? Sorry. In
It's
terms of build.
in
Or I
build.
guess.
It would take 15
I'm
luck.
just reading the
That's not
section on
much.
how build.
Build's
That's
a little weird. It comes into play mostly
I
if
guess
you're
it's
looking
only
to do battle
slightly-
maneuvers.
I guess it's taller than us, not huge. So.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
looks a lot more, even though it's bony, you gather that whatever eldritch magic is holding this thing together is probably a little bit stronger than your.
Right.
So, yeah, build is weird. So, are you using luck, Hayden?
No, it's a little too much luck.
Okay, crack. You fire 3 shots. Your last shot misses, but your first 2, one of your bullets impales into the shoulder that was currently wounded and is now bleeding. It looks like you had hit some kind of shield before, where a chunk of like concrete-like flesh took the brunt of your shotgun attack, but is now worn away. You hit the now bleeding, massive hole in its shoulder, which inflicts even more hindrance onto it. Your second attack, it hits it square in the chest. It looks down, it looks pained, but it growls and lurches forward look like it's about to attack once more.
Alright, let's move away, shall we?
Okay, go ahead and move away.
So for movement, does diagonal movement 1 or is it 2?
Let's do 2 for every other square. So like every other square to use 2.
Moving diagonal or is it?
Yeah. Moving diagonal. So you can move diagonal. So for the first one it's
So
normal, for the
first
second one it's
5,
2.
And then, so
'Cause-
1, and then 2, and then 1, and then 2.
Right, so let me
No,
give you an
moving
example.
diagonal, is it this or is it just this and then this?
It's like that, like your first one. Go from here to here.
First one? From
Yeah.
here to here?
Sure.
Okay. 1, 2.
And then every other diagonal space is 2
Four.
spaces.
So yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5, 6.
Does that make sense?
Should we go upstairs?
Yeah, go upstairs. I dare you.
Wait, don't the stairs have like a? They're kind of broken still.
Yeah. You have a ladder extending across the gap.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so yeah, let's actually. So I was here, so let's instead go 1, 2, 3. That's only 4 away. 5. Okay, let's go there.
Okay. That is the end of your turn. Hey Bryce, do you have the rules open?
Yes.
Can you look up and see if you can find any rules that say you can dodge, or not dodge, but if you can fight back on a ranged attack that's like point blank?
If you can fight back, are we looking at the monster or like?
I guess just anyone. With the characters, I guess the same rules would apply for monsters, or really anyone. So if you're within point blank range of an attack that's being made against you with a ranged weapon, can you fight back?
Right
or
under
dodge?
point blank range, it says target may not fight back against them or
Okay.
dodge a firearm attack as they can a fighting attack. So I don't know if that means that you just can't dodge at all, or you just can't dodge in the same manner as a close range
Right.
attack.
There's still the duck for cover, which is basically dodge.
That's
It's just
that.
a different one.
There's diving for cover, which I think is what it wants you to do.
Okay.
Because yeah, point blank range.
Kind of weird to see the monster dive.
An attacker that is using
Yeah.
a firearm at
Whoa.
point blank range
Whoa.
may be targeted by melee
I think we lost
attacks.
Sky again.
It could be disarmed
He's
with a successful
Oh, is he?
fighting maneuver on their.
The order might be off on the stream again.
You hear that?
No, I think it's. Yeah, say that again, Bryce.
Okay.
Sorry, Sky.
An attacker that is using a firearm at point blank range may be targeted by melee attacks. Could be disarmed with a successful fighting maneuver on their opponent's turn. But the
nothing
target can't fight back or
Okay.
dodge.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Sweet. So after Hayden, it is Sky's turn. Sky, you may move where you like.
Haha. I'm gonna crawl.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Why are you coming to me?
I'm trying to get out of here. I've got 6 turns that I can't do anything.
There's a ladder that
so you have
go up.
2 rounds down now. 4 more to go. Oh no. All right. Now it is Bryce's turn. The dagger wiggles a little bit in your hold.
Yes. Okay. Big brain time, alright? I specifically wrote down something that was said to me. It was, by his own weapon is the devil worsted. That was said by Victoria Corbitt. I don't remember the context, but I think what that means is that we want to use the knife. So, am I close enough to be able to make a close combat attack? Well, what would you be your verdict on this? Because I would have to get the knife out, attack him.
Yeah, I already rolled that switching weapons doesn't really take an action. And you said you were
Okay.
holding it before, and you hadn't made any motion to let it go, so I'll say you still haven't.
Right,
done
I made sure to hold on to it.
it. Right. Say if you move this way, you'll be right face to face with them. You're kind of in the.
Right, but I wouldn't be able to move again afterward, would I?
Yeah, I'll say so.
So I
Moving
can or
is just.
can't?
Yeah, yes you can. So you can like move, attack, and then use the rest of your movement to break
Because
away.
my thought is I was kind of just like jump around the corner as he's coming around.
Ha!
Stab him, you know.
Hmm.
I'm gonna shank you.
So you want to hold and wait for him to step through?
See, I don't
Holding
want
is a little
to
weird.
make myself vulnerable, right?
Right.
By just waiting.
But you can like jump out, shank him,
And run
and
away.
then scoot away. try and find some cover or something.
Could I try that? I mean,
Sure.
Guys,
all
go.
right.
Sky.
Come
It's
on, do it.
bamped.
Do it, Irvin.
Sky. Oh
Yeah,
no, we lost
I'm,
Sky again.
I'm going to try that using
And when
the
you
knife
lose, don't come exactly to where I am.
that I.
No, please come pile up towards Howard. I promise nothing bad will happen.
Using the new knife. Just because while it's there, just jump out, take a good swipe at it.
All right,
And run away.
sweet. Give me an attack roll. We'll see what happens.
I don't have any like stats for that weapon.
Right. Just use your attack brawl. This will be just your normal knife.
All right. So just make a brawl.
Yes.
Oh boy. Oh boy. You guys are in trouble. Hey.
Oh!
Whoa!
Hey!
A 1 in 4 chance. And he
Nice!
Four.
We are also missing Sky. I think he bamped out.
Did he?
I
okay.
messaged him, but if you guys try giving him a call, it is not his turn yet.
Well.
But we can roleplay his turn as he's just crawling around laughing.
Well, yeah, it's not his turn
Right,
yet.
but
so-
I just wanted to bring that up to you guys. Oh, there he
Oh,
is.
he's back.
He's back. There he is.
All right. So,
I'm using my phone.
So, you step out. You'll have to be in the space in front of him, considering you're up against the wall, and there's too much cover from the inside to actually reach around and get him. So you jump out. You go to stab him. He is going to fight back, which is a success as well. What does fighting back say about? I think it's the defender, right, that wins.
I'm looking at the firearms section. I have some
Fighting
fun.
back, if it's a tie, then the attacker wins. Dodging, the defender wins.
Okay, so cool. You succeed. Give me an attack roll. Good job, and thank
All
you.
right. So what is that? How much damage?
Just a D4 plus whatever bonus you have to your build.
that's pretty crappy.
bonus do I get to my
You probably don't.
build? Is it just what I have for damage bonus or build?
Yeah, damage bonus.
'Cause it's
yeah.
two. 'Cause it's one for build, one for damage bonus.
Oh, you get 1 damage bonus?
Oh, then just use your damage bonus.
Well, I mean, they're both the same numbers. I don't know why.
Okay.
It's -1.
Okay, so roll a D4 and then minus 1 to that, I suppose.
So D4. Well,
4,
that's a 3.
3. Excellent.
Optimal.
All right, you step out into the door as this creature is ducking and looming above you into the light of whatever you're holding to illuminate this creature. It steps in before you, and you see its mouth begin to open wide as he's about to bite down on your head, extending and unhinging like a snake. You hear bones popping, and its 2 claws reach back behind it. Its broken, boneless, or not boneless, but like skinless wings, these featherless wings begin to unfurl, like 2 more arms begin to poke over his shoulders, and you stab him. How would you like to do this?
Oh. Just like, oh man, real heroic, like, you know, like both hands just
The chest seems to really hurt.
right up in the center of it.
There's a bullet hole there.
Well,
All right. Aiming to the most convenient place you could probably see, you stab into its chest, and the knife vigorously begins shaking in your hands. There's not much you can do to hold on to because it's shaking just so vigorously. You let your hands go, and in the center of its chest, it just digs and worms its way into its chest further and further, pushing the knife through its other side. You hear bones and rib cages. The rib cage begin to snap, bones breaking as it digs out through the other side and clatters to the floor. It screams loudly in your face, and you are deafened for just a moment before it begins clawing. It begins to scrape away the flesh before its face and jaw unhinges, falls to the floor. Its face begins to turn to dust. The rest of its body, sections of it turns to dust before the rest of it is left in its decayed, bony state. It falls to the floor in this crumpled mess of both dust, bones, and skin. Whatever magic resided in that dagger to drive the son of the Corbitts mad, to drive Mr. Corbitt mad, to kill numerous people that used to live in this house, has destroyed the evil resonating here. Well done. This creature falls, and the dagger is no longer moving.
How much HP did that creature have?
A lot. There was some magic involved with like shielding and stuff. But I'll save that for our Q&A session if you guys want one.
Okay.
I'll do a Q&A session.
Sweet.
So what do we do now?
Yes. The screaming stops. For another couple seconds, your friend Jeremiah, his laughter stops, and your jaw hurts as you finally come to your senses, Jeremiah. You sit up, you wipe the tears from your eyes are just tired, your whole body aches. You're still insane, keep that in mind. For 1 hour, you're still insane, but you're a little lightheaded, but for the moment, you see your friend standing in front of you, shining his light into your face, and then down the hallway where he saw this scene just transpire. You're fine, and you can act of your own free will now.
So
It
combat's
is
over.
deathly silent, yes, in this room.
I'll pick up the knife again. Just to make
Okay.
sure I have it.
You walk forward, you pick up the knife, and you pocket it. There's no resistance.
All right. Well,
Snap a few pictures. And then
grieving and laughter.
All right, give me a photography check.
Just
Okay, can you roll
posing
it
with the
for me?
knife,
DM.
standing over
Yeah,
his body.
take the creature's head and all pose.
So my laptop
Right,
is
the
dead,
creature's
so I
active,
need you to
right?
roll that for me.
Sorry, what was that?
My laptop's dead.
Oh, okay.
So could you roll that for me?
Absolutely, I can. You rolled. Oh, you rolled an 18. I thought that was an 81 for a second. So you succeed. I assume. I can pull up your stats as well.
It does.
Unless you have them.
Yeah.
Okay,
My,
I would assume
it's like
so.
a 76 or something.
Okay. What pictures do you take of the symbols, just generally?
I'll take them of the symbols. I'll take them of the withering body of the thing we just killed.
All right.
Just all the stuff.
Okay. I assume you all enter into this chamber to look around. You're definitely taking pictures of everything, so I assume you do. Excellent. With
Yeah,
your
I'll look
lights,
into the chamber too.
is there anything you'd like to accomplish here? You want to go out and tell Mr. Knott the good news?
Well, we should look around a little bit in this room first.
Okay.
Reload all the weapons.
Yes.
All right, load up. While you're reloading, Bryce, give me a spot hidden, if you would.
Don't mind if I do.
Dang, I didn't use that spell.
Ooh.
Failure.
Darn it. It's a shame.
Well, I'm oblivious. Oh well.
Never know what happens.
You want to use Punch of Luck?
Wanna push it?
Nah,
Okay. You could push it if you'd like.
not doing that. Might lose my eyes or something.
That's fair. That's fair. All right.
You look too hard and your eyes explode.
You're like, bam! You knock your head into the side of a rock wall. All right.
Your character is drawn with glasses. Glasses break.
Shards in the eye. Ah!
Pull a Velma.
I can't see without my glasses.
My
You're
lamp.
double blind. If this room wasn't dark already, it's now
Right.
blind. Also, Jeremiah, since you failed and took 8 points of sanity damage, add 5% to your Cthulhu Mythos skill
Oh,
as you
Okay.
understand further the implications
Oh,
of
here's
the
something,
elder
by
entities.
the way.
So that's how you.
The on the permanent insanity, it's like you gain some permanent insanity if you lose like 5%.
Yeah, if you lose a certain amount, which
It
in a
is-
single day, I think, right?
Is it 5%? I think it is. No, not 5%. 1/5 in a single day. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So I didn't hit that, but make sure y'all didn't.
Yeah,
I took 10 today.
So
interesting.
you might have some.
What's
mantra issues.
what's 5% of your original
Well,
starting
1/5,
total?
not 5%.
My starting.
Right. What's your 1/5? Do you remember what your starting sanity
Not
was?
your starting. You're starting at the day, I believe.
I think it's
right?
the starting of what your sanity was. I'm
a check.
fact check me on that, please.
I was just looking at
All
it,
right.
but
But Bryce, as you're looking along the tables, aside from these old triangle runes, which seem to be littering some of the tables, these old scrolls and books, some of them are written in Latin, others are just too worn and the environment is damp. You can't really make heads or tail of it. Is there anything else anyone else would like to do? Jeremiah, I assume
okay,
you...
it's not permanent insanity; it's indefinite insanity.
All right.
But it says on losing 1/5 or more of current sanity points in one game day.
All right.
So I think that implies that at starting the game day, using that number.
The video I
did
had
do
posted
that.
mentioned it was
Right.
the starting, so that's good to know. Thank you.
That did happen to me today. I
Okay.
lost a
The
quarter.
day is defined by the keeper, but things we've done this session,
Right.
obviously, and then
Indefinite insanity.
and the indefinite.
I believe that's 1D. I think that's just as long. Like, that just lasts for the entire day, right? Until you take a
Indefinite?
rest, right?
Indefinite insanity lasts until the character is cured or recovers,
Thanks,
and then
McAfee.
there's rules on that.
Right.
So
Right. So I know when that's going to be... So all you have to do is just pretty much leave the house and get a good night's sleep, which we'll get to later.
well,
Okay.
recovering from indefinite insanity. After each month of treatment of an indefinitely insane character, safe from further
Yeah,
trauma,
regaining
the player
insanity
makes
is
a
pretty
dice roll.
intense. Hayden,
Right.
are you...
Right.
You said
Yeah,
you were doing something?
we'll do that later.
Are you doing...
Looking around.
Okay. Is anyone
Why
doing
did-
anything?
Why did Bryson get a check and see the runes?
Because you
Because
said
I
you
was
weren't doing
like,
anything.
Did I see anything
Okay.
weird in the room?
Right.
Oh.
But
And
I
then
didn't see
Jeremiah was taking pictures inside and out. And actually, I don't think he's in roll 20, so I'll move his character in.
Yeah.
So yeah, there he is. So if you're looking around the room, give me Jeremiah. Are you also looking around the room, taking more
Yeah.
pictures? Excellent. So I'll roll for you, Hayden. Would you give me a spot hidden as well, please? 44. Does a 44 make your spot hidden roll? Oof. I'm having some
it's
technical
pretty
issues
close.
with my camera. That's
I know
unfortunate.
it's,
Yeah,
but
you're
that's
having
pretty
some-
close.
Here, I'm gonna try, like, I got a pop up. Hold on, I'm gonna try
A
unplugging
pop
it.
up.
Yeah, and plugging it back in because that like interrupted me for a second. Hold on. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Can't see you now.
Good.
There's just a blurry OBS logo.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, I will get to that later. Hayden. So I assumed you succeeded, Scott.
Yep.
It's really close. I'm not sure if it is a success or not.
Okay. I will look at your character sheet. Come on now. And now it's gray.
It is great.
What did you do?
Ray, the new Ray.
What? What?
Gray, the new Ray.
Oh,
That's right.
blue gray.
Go.
G-Ray.
G-Ray.
Ray.
You guys.
G-Ray.
stink. you guys
We can see you
now?
now.
Yeah,
but
with you.
I cannot see myself via. Oh, I just have to.
Yeah,
Flip
you're not on
myself over.
stream.
There we go. Now you can sort of see myself. which
Yep.
is not much.
You gotta
There we go.
see part of you.
It's
You
so
gotta.
weird. Like the pop
There
up
you go,
just
there you go.
destroyed my entire ability to live. Okay, so you both succeeded in your spot hidden checks. I assume it's all good now. Oh, it's like slow, which I'll take care of that later. It doesn't really matter. Just as long as you guys can hear me, that's all that matters. So, you both succeed. Both of you find. Actually, I'll give Hayden handout 11.
Oh.
And Jeremiah, you find handout 10.
Wait, we're still getting handouts?
Yes. So you guys can read them at your leisure, share them at your leisure. Up to you.
I'll share it.
Okay.
Wait.
I'd love to share it, but I don't have a laptop.
All right. Oh no. Okay, I'll just I'll copy and paste it, put it in Discord.
I can read it from there.
In the meantime, Hayden. Why don't you read yours if you'd like?
An open ledger book sits open with an old
Oh, balls.
ink
I forgot the
tipped
descriptions.
over. Dried ink seems to have covered and ruined half the page, cutting off what looks like a list of names. At the top of it reads, "Those that remain," with a long list of crossed out names. Save it for several at the bottom right. James Wilkins Jr., Denwald Matthias, Joseph Cobbles, Otto Michael Clooney, Dorothy Angie Thomas. The list of names is cut off by the ink stain below.
I think we lost Sky again. Boy, internet is just running
We're having
rampant.
major issues today,
Boy.
huh?
So
I
those
guess so.
Okay,
are
he's
those
back.
5 names the ones that aren't crossed out?
Yes, these are the ones that you can read.
Okay, so there's 5 people we have to go
There he
hunt
is.
down. Kill.
Uh-oh. Where is he? I showed him on stream. Oh, no.
What?
There we go. You're on stream now. There's still, like, a space for a 4th person here that I had gotten rid of. It's weird that it showed you in their space, which doesn't exist, so that's a little interesting. So, if you would like, I just copied and pasted the handout 10 into your Discord if you'd like to read that.
Okay, so if I go to Discord, it kicks
Right,
me out
you're
of
on
the
your
Streamlabs.
phone.
Yeah.
Bryson.
All right, someone else is gonna read
Bryce,
it.
go ahead and read that
Read
for
it.
us, please.
All right, we're looking at handout 10.
Yes.
One of the few legible papers is half decayed, ending in mid-sentence. Have not been in vain. The children were of little effect, and Walker was too old, it seems. Father Thomas was right in choosing Mr. Macario for the ritual. Drowning his prying wife was just the extra push Walter needed to convert. She was his everything, and thanks to the father's cunning words, he was too eager to accept the chance to see her again. As if he knew she was dead at all, the fool. His soul now lingers, just as Father Thomas said it would, but it has yet to be perfected. Macario's soul has become unhinged and is bound to his home. For our future prosperity, we will monitor and protect this home. We are so close to perfecting this ritual that will guide us one step closer to he who waits in the dark. To Zinanulkul, Joseph.
Oh, this story's not over, is it? Wait. Now this has to be the last session, right? You know, he put finale. Where'd the other Birdman go?
Yeah, there's another Birdman running around. And there's like, isn't there a guy in the forest?
Yeah, there's a guy who shot me. Oh, he was, I think, part of the police department, but...
All right, looking amongst these papers, you converse and talk amongst yourselves. What would you like to do now?
we still got some problems, don't we, guys?
We should leave.
I don't know if we can deal with this ourselves.
Who do we
Jeremiah is not doing
Oh.
that great.
It's true.
Yeah.
We might just need to report
Yeah.
our findings.
He seems a little short of breath and a little dazed, but he's here for better or worse.
Yeah, I'm not doing that great myself either. I got lucky there. But we should gather up what evidence we can.
I say we get paid, rest for a little while, come back to it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Rest for about as long as it takes permanent madness to go away.
7 years later.
7 years. Yes.
It's gonna be like the sequel to It.
Hey, Charlie. Come
Except
down
Irvin's
here.
gonna die from old age.
Okay. So you're still insane for 1 hour. Interesting. But wait, you also took indefinite madness, so that's also a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that needs to be addressed.
Okay, cool. We'll get to that later. So, you all, I assume you leave the house. Is there anything else you'd like to accomplish here? Anything left you'd like to explore?
Well, just collect the relevant papers and such.
What was with that raining room with the dead birds and the coal?
Who knows? You guys never actually looked too in depth in that room.
I'm gonna go look at that room.
Let's
Yeah.
look in depth. Let's risk our sanity more.
Let's look in depth. Okay. You zip over to the next room. You peek inside. Give me a spot.
I'll follow him.
You follow him? Okay. Jeremiah, I assume you follow suit?
Hard success.
Fine.
Excellent. Have you standing out in the
I'll also
doorway
make
a
spot
little.
hidden. Should I
Okay,
make
yeah,
a
both
spot
of you make spot hiddens, and I'll make one for Jeremiah. Why not?
Why are we all crowding into this room?
You got a 9. That's an extreme success.
Oh wow.
Pretty nice. All right, so Howard and Jeremiah, you both spot something you hadn't seen before. Jeremiah, you step closer into this room, and this spot looks like, kind of looks like a body in a bag, and a large amount of this rot smell is coming from this.
Oh. Well. Shoot it with the shotgun. I don't trust bodies anymore.
Yeah, you remember the memory comes
Turns out
back
they
to you
were
as you're
alive.
looking at it and you're loading up your shotgun. You remember Driscoll when he opened up some bag, took a bout of madness as he peeked inside. So you're shooting it. Give
It's
me
a double barrel shotgun. 2 hits.
2 hits. You're shooting it twice.
Close range.
Give
So,
me
bonus
2
die.
attack rolls
Execution style.
With
with
bonus.
bonus dice.
I made a joke
Crack,
about
crack.
the guy actually being live.
Oh.
What the heck?
The,
Damage 0.6666666666.
Slash
give us
R.
damage again.
Yeah, because it divides 2d6. This will be the first damage. 5.
And
slash
it's
R,
a
2d6.
crit.
And what's the extreme damage? What is it?
The extreme damage should be, it's an impaling weapon, so it should be, I think, double the maximum? Bryce, if you could check that for me.
Double the maximum?
Yes,
I think it
Gross.
is double.
So
Oh,
24 damage?
it is pretty intense for
Slash
double the
R.
max damage. It would be like 6 plus 6 would be 12, and then plus 5. So 12,
So
17.
9. Wait.
Yeah.
12 plus 9 plus 5. So 14 plus 12. 20. 26.
Oh, right, yeah, you shot twice. Boy. Okay, you shoot twice, point blank range, a spray of crimson splatters all over the walls and in your face. Whatever's in this bag is in multiple pieces now, dripping with ichor. This bag is torn open. You see a huge red crater from whatever's inside. You haven't blown the bag wide open, to see what it was you shot, but there's definitely a body, human body, and you shot into it. It's definitely dead. You can surmise that much.
All right, let's open it up.
Or you peel back the bag, and you see the upper torso of a man that you don't really recognize. His eyes appear to be gouged out, his tongue removed, his throat slit, and there's an expression of just abject, frozen horror plastered on his face. His hair is mangled, there's claw marks all over his chest, his legs. He looks in terrible condition. I mean, he looks in terrible condition now, considering he's in pieces.
Well,
But-
it could have been us.
I don't know how this happened. We found him like this.
Was this guy alive before, or?
He wasn't moving, and the rot smell was coming from this bag.
Does he have any clothes on?
He does. Some torn, like a torn collared shirt and some jeans.
Let's look through the pockets.
All right. Give me a luck roll.
Let me pull
You're
up
searching
here.
for stuff that may or may not be there. Okay.
Okay.
You do not find anything. Pat his pockets.
Some say
No
that's the
identifying
lucky thing
marks.
here. Not finding something.
Check his pockets. There's no identifying features or marks. This is just
You
some
didn't
guy.
find a bunch of rats.
A swarm of rats comes at you. Ah! Okay.
Double barrel shotgun.
It was a bag of rats.
On the contrary, Hayden, you hadn't taken an action to load it up yet. Another Birdman comes crawling from the floor.
6
Okay.
shots.
So you are standing in this coal room, face to face with a nameless body.
Well, so that happened. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I assume you leave the house. Is there anywhere else in the house you would like to explore? Hayden's gone.
Nope.
Well, he's gone from the...
I know. Let's go.
All right, everyone's got to have some kind of internet issue today. Woo! It's not just me and Sky. There he is. Bryce, have you had one yet?
I had one earlier, but I don't think it's internet. I think it's just Streamlabs doing stuff.
Might be Streamlabs. I'm gonna go yell at my brother and see if I can get him to get off the
Wow.
internet.
Oh no, I lost my.
If you guys
hotspot
would like, we
order.
can go to break.
Yeah, I think a break would be good.
All right.
Good, right.
Going up the stairs, across the ladder, and venturing outside the house, we are going to cut to break. So I will see you guys and the audience in 10 minutes. Have a good one, folks, and see you in 10. am muted. There we go. What's up, Bryce?
What's up? I'm here.
Not much. Sky showing
Guess
stream. What up? Oh my gosh, you're back.
I got my charger
There he
from my
is.
car.
Get it.
Woo! All right, you're back. And we are back. Let's get ourselves back to Lochholt, where it is sunny and rainy, but safe and sound. Let me just mix up the ambiance so it is, so it sounds like it's raining. Let's see. Lochholt ambiance. Let's do rainy town. Cool beans. So, exiting the house, I need Sky. Please give me a spot hidden check. Sky?
I'm doing it.
Okay. So I didn't mean to. Oof. Okay. You walk out into the rainy streets, and nothing of value was lost. So, all three of you feel the cold air and rain hit your skin. You think about what just occurred in that house just seconds ago. It'll forever change your life. There's a commotion off towards the end of town, where you can see just the faintest flashing of red and blue lights. Pandemonium seems to have broken out as arrests are being made by the Boston police. People are crowded in the streets looking at what's happening as they're looking into the central stretch of road that all streets conjoin into. And I assume you exited the property, and now you're standing at the open gates, which creaks behind you.
So, people aren't looking at the house.
No, people are focused on whatever's happening in the street.
Guess we'll just mosey on over there then, huh?
What's
Alright.
going on over here?
All right, move your characters more into the road. And you see the remains...
Which area on the map?
What's up?
Which area on the map?
Oh, just towards the end of the street, probably between these two buildings over here. I guess it doesn't really matter, since it's more just for flavor what your characters see.
Yeah.
You see what looks like remains of a shootout. There's an ambulance here. An officer is clutching their side as two paramedics are like pushing on and wrapping him up. There are officers that you recognize from the Lochholt police station are being shoved into the back of police cars, as well as a few citizens who had seemed to have joined the brawl. There doesn't seem to be any
Something
sign of
exciting.
Driscoll, but yeah, something exciting definitely happened here.
We missed out on that.
Where's Mr. Knott at?
Give me a luck roll. And is there anything else, Howard or Jeremiah, are you guys doing?
Look for what's his name?
Driscoll?
Driscoll.
Give me a luck roll.
Old buddy, old pal. I'm gonna look for Driscoll.
This is more managing to spot him getting lucky in this mass crowd. So, dang. No, sorry. Rain's too thick, as well as the crowd is just too dense. Jeremiah.
You know what?
What are you doing at the moment?
Why don't we yell out his name?
Sure.
I'm just glad to be out of that house, I guess.
Yeah. Your head is still swimming still reeling from the realization of the creature and everything it entails. Your head is throbbing, you have a terrible headache, but you gauge that it'll probably be better by morning, or at least you hope so. And the pandemonium is just, it doesn't matter, because there's a lot bigger things to worry about. So you're calling out to Driscoll. above the crowd, the murmurs and the shouting of people calling back and forth, and just the utter pandemonium of this scene, you do see a familiar rain-drenched face and blood covering one eye. It looks like he had been stabbed and slashed a couple times by a knife. He, as you all emerge from this large crowd, he comes up to you, holding his arm. Hello. You missed out on one hell of a fight.
I bet.
That's Driscoll, right?
Yeah, this is Driscoll.
You missed out on a fight as well.
Where did you all go, anyway?
The old haunted house.
The haunted house, when we were making
I don't
arrests.
think he was
Yeah.
knew about that.
And
We
he
told
winces
Mr.
and...
Knott about it, remember?
Right, Mr. Knott, he's over there, and he points to Mr. Knott, who is like in one of those blankets, the trauma blankets, and is like being comforted by some. He's like rocking back and forth. I'm fine. Leave me alone, please. All I need is some hot tea and some. Sir, you're going through trauma. Please just. I'm fine. No, he's obviously not fine.
He's just like us.
The Driscoll.
Go through a bunch of trauma, and we're like,
yeah,
really
we
fine.
went to investigate the police station, and I told the boys, and he points over to a group of police officers which are pushing one of the Lochholt officers into the back of a car. I told them of the things we saw, and he points to you, Howard, in the basement, and they just wouldn't let us go, so things got violent quite fast. There was one, the sheriff, or commissioner of this place. We arrested him, but he managed to slip through our grasps, and I had Randall chase him off into the forest. Hopefully he comes back soon. I considered sending some guys over, but quite frankly, they left so soon, and there's still a scene that we have to clean up. Well, I assume he'll be back. What?
Randall should have had a battle, buddy. Why'd he go alone?
Should have. There's too few of us.
Partner.
At the moment, we seem to have everything under control. Hey, Derek! And this burly-looking man turns around. He has this bushy, if so a little bit muddled, handlebar mustache. He looks over. He looks like he's an officer. Go find Randall! And he just huffs to himself, and he begins...
Send him with a battle, buddy.
Look around, and you don't see many Boston officers. There's maybe two of them. There's paramedics. I'm not in any fit condition. Do you want to go? You look fine.
Well, I have a limp, and, I'm crippled.
He looks you over. He'll be fine. I trust Eric.
Okay.
Narrator,
So-
he was not.
Do
It was not going to be fine.
just... And he looks around. It looks like the scene is under control, people, or the car doors are being locked and set aside, and beginning to load up into their cars and drive off in the direction of Boston. There's maybe one officer that is, free, but he's staying behind to keep control of the crowds and just do general, stay here and watch the town. Make sure no one does anything untowards.
He looks like he's doing nothing.
So Driscoll looks at you three. Come to the cafe. I'm sure there's lots to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, of course.
He nods, and he begins making his way towards the cafe.
Let's grab Mr. Knott on our way there.
You see Mr. Knott being comforted by one of the paramedics, and he does look like he has a bullet wound in the shoulder.
Come up, give him a nice slap on the back.
Ah! I wish you wouldn't do that.
Well, how's it
Oh.
feel?
Oh, you know what? Touche. It's not like I meant. Never mind. Sir, are you sure you're gonna be okay? I'm fine. I've been through worse. And he stands up. It's just a little sudden is all. And he nods. And he looks at Jeremiah. You look a little worse for wear.
I'm fine.
Yeah, he's been through
He takes off his blanket and slaps it over your shoulder. It's a little rain drenched. It doesn't do much to comfort you. It's cold and damp. But you all four of you make your way into the cafe.
We have a map for that, don't we?
Yes, we do. Let me
Okay.
look at the token.
Back
I wonder if
to
I can
where it all
copy.
began.
Yes, I can. It ends
Comes
back
full circle.
at the cafe.
Assuming it ends
You
here,
circle
I'm sure
back.
there's gonna be.
I forgot I
Five
had
more
the
finales.
businessman token for Mr. Knott. That's funny. All right, and let's do this one for Driscoll. Yeah, buddy. This cool secret agent one.
Let's go look at that neon sign.
Yes.
We
No
can.
neon signs by the.
Yeah,
That's
it's
by
over
the
there.
Lochholt
Let's go look
papers.
at it. We gotta make it
Jeremiah,
come full
your
circle.
token is missing.
Take the scenic route to
You guys really love this neon sign thing.
the neon sign.
We're like, wait, guys, we have to come. We have to show you this before we go.
Gaze upon
I'm not really
look
trying
upon
to.
the amazing modern technology.
I'd much rather go for a drink.
Look at this little bright spot. This
I'd
dark
much, and
purple.
he just leaves into the cafe.
All right, let's get.
There's a few nurses that are working, but have their faces pressed up against the glass. And as the five of you enter in, the door opens and it clatters the bell side to side, making this loud noise that is drowned out by the rain and the crowd murmuring from the outdoors. One of the waitresses looks at you all. Is there anything I can get for y'all? Oh, and she looks at Driscoll. I'll be fine. Just some coffee, please. Something hot. She nods. Anything for y'all?
Yeah, some toast and a coffee.
Toast and coffee?
I'll take a coffee.
Coffee, and she points to the sallow-looking figure of Jeremiah. And you, sir?
I'll take a coffee.
You all right, dear?
Probably all kind of worse for wear.
It's fine.
Make it an extra strong coffee.
Make it a
All
double.
right. As she leaves, behind the counter and through this door, she opens up the door and you see it briefly swing. Jeremiah, you see the brief figure of a tall, bony, disfigured looking man with lips pulled tight against his teeth into a wide grin. You see him staring at you a single second before the door closes.
Wait, who?
And for a moment, you feel a bead
Who
of
saw
sweat
that?
run down. Just Jeremiah.
Okay.
Bead of sweat runs down your forehead, and you feel your heart begin to pound. Your hands grip tightly against the desk. Or the table. I guess there wouldn't be any desks here. The table of this diner. And your knuckles go white from the pressure, and you begin breathing heavily. Driscoll leans in. Hey, are you alright?
Yeah.
Give me. I think I'll give you a bonus die for this. A warm environment, surrounded in a safe environment. Give me a sanity check.
Okay.
Failure.
With a bonus die.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's a failure.
Oh, thank you, Hayden. I realized when you look at a map, you also have to put the ribbon somewhere else. So,
Yeah.
so there we go. That's why I wasn't seeing Jeremiah. My
Okay.
bad. Thank you for reminding me. So 7.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, we weren't in the map.
But I appreciate you guys playing along. So Jeremiah, you lose 1 point of sanity, and
Can you take one of the big boots?
what's up?
Big boots?
I think so. I'm looking at the bout of madness. I think you are already in the indefinite madness. I don't think it becomes permanent, but feel free to fact check me. All right.
Let's take a look-see here.
Yes, please.
I'm pretty sure it's just
Okay.
definite insanity.
Okay. Jeremiah, what is a significant person of in your backstory? Yeah.
Probably my mom.
All right. As Driscoll leans over and speaks to you, hey, are you all right? You see the face of your mom. You see every detail in her old, wise face and a soft smile. Her touch on your shoulder feels gentle. And for a moment, you sort of sigh and you just sort of stare at him. Like, how could she be here? But she is here. And so for the others, Howard and Irvin, you're both watching Jeremiah just sort of stare into Driscoll's eyes silently for a long series of seconds. And Driscoll's eyebrows furrow a little bit. And he looks to you, Howard. Is this man all right?
No.
Oh no.
Oi. And you see your mom, Jeremiah, snap in your face. Are you all right? You look troubled.
God, long day.
Oh. Perhaps a good night's sleep will do you some good. And you feel her hand rest on top of yours. And for the others, don't be drawn on here. Don't be drawn on here.
How do I?
I think I have clear drawings. I'm not entirely sure what this... Okay, it's going to get rid of that. Okay, sweet. So I can get rid of it. So for the rest of you, Driscoll's not putting his hand on his... He's not doing anything. He's just really weirded out. And after some long minutes, the waitress comes back with coffee for each of you. Coffee? Coffee? And your mother turns to the side. Oh, look! Here comes your drink. And the coffee's set in front of you. And for a moment, you shake your head and you blink. And you're staring into Driscoll's face, very confused face, and he sort of nudges your coffee towards you. Drink up. So, he holds his shoulder. What happened in the house?
Who wants to explain?
Well, have I got a story to tell? Pulls out a harmonica.
Just begins a song and dance number. Suddenly, several backup dancers appear like a High School Musical.
All the waitresses come out.
Doing flips. Hot coffee. Goosh. Around here, we only got one rule. Never ever let it cool.
Right, but
Okay.
I guess I'll just start explaining
All right.
the things that happened. Yeah, so we entered the house. We saw this. Was the creature the one that we eventually fought in the basement? Was it the same one that I saw upstairs of the house?
Look to be the same, yes.
Okay. That doesn't make sense. Oh well. We had witnessed this creature at the upstairs of this house and followed it back down to the basement where we defeated it, fortunately, but we're all a little bit worse for wear.
What sort of creature?
It was a non-natural thing. A human-bird hybrid of sheer terror and ferocity.
We also encountered a bunch of supernatural occurrences or paranormal occurrences.
And rats.
And rats.
Oh, that's no supernatural. You're fine.
There's a floating knife that
It's
almost stabbed me.
A floating
Yes,
knife.
this is the knife. Pull
And
it
he
out.
like scoots back into his chair. Mr. Knott, he looks very
I
attentive
won't, like,
and he's
be like,
watching you all. Yeah,
flame
look at this
about
one.
it.
Damn.
Put it on the table.
I'll
Yeah.
just sort of like
I know what you mean.
show him out.
You
from
present it
my
to him,
coat,
and
you know?
Mr. Knott's staying silent, but he's sort of just watching and listening. Driscoll leans forward, and now that it's in better light, with the light shining directly above the table, you see that what looked like rust at first is caked in layers upon layers of a once crimson liquid, now brown and stained and just muddled.
Blood.
Nasty.
Yeah, it's
So
just-
he looks
knife
at it.
appears to have been heavily used. It was what ultimately took down the creature, but I fear its supernatural property, potential supernatural properties.
We
It
encountered.
was floating.
We encountered this creature after we went down to the basement. That's where we
Mhm.
found the knife. It tried to stab me while flying
Basement.
again. There was a wall made of wood. It was kind of broken apart, so we broke through that. Had a run-in with some rats. Don't worry about that. And then there was a stone wall behind that with a door embedded into it. So we opened the door and there was a secret room hidden back there, a weird ritual site
Mhm.
with weird machinations, and this creature was lying on the table in the center, surrounded by weird drawings and
Weird.
yeah,
Sounds
almost
like
made
a cult.
your mind hurt. Really did sound like a cult. We also got
We have these documents.
we have
Yeah.
some handouts here.
That'd probably help.
And
He
Jeremiah here
looks at
did
them.
take a number of photos, but of course the house is still there, and there's plenty of evidence. You can
Wait a
just get
second.
yourself. We're
And a-
fairly certain it's safe, but not 100%. We don't. know
I
the
didn't
nature of
say
this
I
thing.
brought the ledger book. No,
Oh no!
it's the handout, right? So we must.
The ledger. Yeah, that's handout 11, I
11.
believe.
Yeah,
So
I assumed we kept it.
grabbed it.
Yeah, of course
All
we
right.
did.
Give him the ledger.
We have all the handouts.
Yeah. So he
That were engraved
He-
into the wall.
looks over and picks up the ledger, and his eyebrows furrow. And then with his wounded arm, he reaches back and he pulls out a
His eyebrows
bloodied letter.
blank is so furrowed.
Yeah, he's watching intently. He has like this hot smolder look, even though he's wounded and like holding back tears because he stubbed his toe on something. So with his wounded hand, he reaches back beneath his coat and he produces a folded, bloodied letter, and he slides it across the table towards, I guess, whoever wants it.
Oh,
I found this in the officer I was trying to apprehend before he.
In the officer.
Did I say in the officer? I
Yeah.
found this on the officer that I was trying to apprehend before he slipped my grasp, stabbed me, and zipped off into the forest. So,
Agreed.
you all now have access to handout 15,
Hey.
and
Where's
whoever
handout
wants
14?
to read it can.
I'll read it.
Okay.
Is that Pigeon?
Yes.
Pigeon, our investigators don't seem to be getting the hint. I don't want them anywhere close to the house, or finding anything particular. You know what I mean. I need you to kill them. Put those bodies in our favorite hiding spot, or have them framed for poor Alan's death. You've done it before. Submit the autopsy to Dr. Matthias in Boston. I've already sent a letter to our friend, Judge Clooney. Who knows what to do. These people should be discredited and sent away. This shouldn't be an issue. I'll send a letter to Knott. The house can have him. You know the Prince of Failure? Do not dare disappoint. MT. P.S. Burn this letter as soon as you're finished reading it, you forgetful bastard.
and he looks at some of the names on the ledger, and he leans
By the
back into
way.
a chair. Right. Seems I've got some work ahead of me.
By the way, I have not taken a sip of the coffee, and I will not for a while.
Okay.
Just-
Around here, we only have one rule: never ever let it cool. You feel a barrel on the back of your head. You let it cool. You die.
So that shows us who Otto Michael Clooney is, the judge, and Denwald Matthias, the doctor. So we don't know who James Wilkins Jr. is, or Joseph Cobbles, or Dorothy Angie Thomas. Does there happen to be any waitresses with the name of Angie?
What a coincidence!
Give me a spot hidden check.
Just look at all their name tags, like
Yeah, it's like, is there anything you want, sir? And you peer at her.
yeah, different waiter or a different waitress.
just rotate
You wouldn't
through all the
happen to know
waitresses.
any Dorothy Angie Thomases, would you? I'm Dorothy Angie Thomas. No.
I mean, is it
what's
weird
your-
to be paranoid? Oh, extreme success 8.
Jeez.
Is it
I guess-
unreasonable to be paranoid? A
Steve
doctor,
beyond the universe
judge,
with that roll.
Seriously, an A out of 89? That's crazy. How are you looking? I guess, are you name tags? Are you... I mean, asking would be a different role.
name tags.
Okay. Name tags as they come by, and they mostly
know.
seem preoccupied with looking outside and seeing the arrests being made, and everything seems to be settling down a little bit, but the crowds are still there. And people are going to be talking about this for a long time. But you don't see anyone by the name of Dorothy or Thomas or Angie.
Or Angie.
I think we should be more concerned about their mention of Knott.
Oh, they were saying that the house can have him, as in, like,
Yeah, Mr. Knott is...
Well, they
They'll
sent
let-
a letter to Knott.
they'll let him die to the house.
Maybe.
I
Was he
Didn't
threatened then or something?
I didn't receive any letters. And he, at the mention of his name after reading the letter out loud, or presumably out loud, I assume it gets passed around, everyone has a chance to read it, so he hears his own name, and he leans back and... Oh. And he looks at the three of you. I am so sorry I put you in this level of danger. I never knew. This... Oh. And he just leans forward, puts his elbows on the table, and just has a lot to think about. Lost that house.
It's fine. There's got to be
Cursed
half to
place.
pay now, though.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Also, insurance coverage. I don't have any. Can you?
Oh, your bonuses. We'll talk
We
about
did it
that.
all for money.
We'll talk about that later. Is there anything else? Driscoll takes both papers. Who's this MT?
Oh, who that?
Gee.
MT. MT doesn't really line up with any names, now does it?
There's a
Shakes his
Martha,
head.
But what's... No, that's Martha Macario.
He mentioned a. Wait, that's a different accent.
Michael Thomas.
He mentioned
Pastor Michael Thomas?
Michael. Wow, why is he Southern all of a sudden?
Michael
Right.
Thomas.
Michael Thomas.
It's mentioned in handout 9.
MT.
Used to
And-
be Reverend Michael Thomas, who was the executor of Walter Macario's will. Yeah, okay.
One that escaped jail.
Is that right?
Yes, he escaped jail, I believe, in 1914. It should be in one of the handouts.
He's also the one that he signed the this MT signed the other.
And you have the completed
The
picture from the
threatening
house
letter.
as well.
Yes.
of him sitting beside, presumably
Right.
Walter and Martha Macario.
We never showed Why?
Driscoll looks
Why
at it.
Driscoll? Why do I keep forgetting Driscoll's name? We never showed him handout 13. We showed it to Knott, but not Driscoll.
Yes. We show him that too.
Well, this MT Michael. Wow, why is he Southern? Ah! Right. Well, this MT seems to be He escaped prison. I have never seen any records from him unless he was arrested here and kept here. He must have been taken to Boston police at some point. I'll see if there's any records there. If he's
been
orchestrating
active.
this, and there's
He might-
people, this could get dangerous.
Yeah, he could have been orchestrating it. He may not have ever even have been here, just sending letters in from the outside. But,
From where? He mentioned the hiding spot. Do you have any idea where that is?
well,
You've been in the house and presumably all around this town.
there are other areas out in the forest in the west, which haven't really been fully explored.
Right.
But strange stuff is all about what definitely has gone on over there.
There was that weird shrine thing that we popped up around. I think there was a house around there.
Yes.
Right.
Remember Driscoll when we were
I
on
planned on
Driscoll?
going there. Yeah,
Yeah.
after my friends come back, I plan on visiting that spot, see what we can find. In the meantime, I think you all should get some rest. We'll take it from here. I'll send some more help from Boston here. Everything should be ship-shape. And Mr. Knott. Ah! Baby! Is that... Oh, it's... Hello! Welcome to the stream! So...
We got a viewer.
Right. And he seems really agitated by this wound in his shoulder. He nods. I suppose I can take it from here?
Yeah, you should probably get that checked out.
Well, he looks at you all with just the slightest hint of a smile. I heard there were some problems with the medical center here. You wouldn't have had anything to do with that, would you?
Can't recall, you know?
Give me a fast talk check.
No. Come on.
Should I lie?
Yeah,
I
no.
don't know.
Might as well fast talk.
Okay.
Failure.
He cocks an eyebrow and just shakes his head.
Actually, wait. This is the end of the game. I have 39 luck.
Well spent. Well spent. You succeed, and he just he nods his head to the side. I suppose it's just another unfortunate bit to occur around here. Well, you all should get some rest. I'll have the Boston Police Department send some guys here. I'll wait for my friends out in the forest to come back with that. And he looks around in his pockets. Where is... I didn't catch his name. Ran off with his badge. But I'm sure if I look around the police station, there's some record of him here. I'll let you know if I find anything, but for now, get safe and probably stay away from this place as long as you can. He looks at Mr. Knott. You as well. You didn't get anything from these people, this MT? No, as a matter of fact. Well, I'm quite perturbed by this whole event and this nonsense. The creatures and a shootout of police against the Boston department and getting shot in the shoulder is a bit much for me to handle. I should be fine with a long night's sleep.
Typical officer.
Right. If there's anything else that needs to be taken care of, he takes a sip from his coffee. Long drag. He finishes it in just a couple gulps. Sets it down with a loud clack. Leans back. Right. Back to work then?
Time to get back to our jobs.
I'll
Yeah,
keep in
back
touch
to
if there's
being
any
home.
developments.
Well, I suppose if I could get a ride back to...
You have a car.
Yes, I do have a car. Where is it?
Oh, I forget. Did you take Mr. Knott's car? I think you did.
Yes.
I thought.
So,
Wait,
he should give...
Did Mr. Knott take his Irwin's car? Or
No, I don't think he did. I don't remember, actually.
He could have been, like, dropped off by a cab and then drove his employee's car around.
Yeah, that's unusual. I think we did.
We'll just say that he's taking his own car.
However it happened, that's how we get back.
Okay.
Either the car was my own car, or Mr. Knott, but I'll go with him back to Boston. I need to check up on my townhouse in Winston.
Right.
I guess Mr. Knott's just gonna leave his homeless friend homeless without a job after he fought monsters.
Right.
Non-human
Very
comprehension.
good, chap.
Oh, better looks next time.
Thanks for your help.
Can't be any worse than the war was.
Yeah.
How's that
Better cut your
PTSD,
losses. All right. I want to look at the resources and check up on the inflation between now and then, just to calculate how much your bonus is.
Because we even care at this point. Jeremiah's just gonna be like staring at like this bundle of
Remember,
money,
you're-
just like
Your characters will carry over to the next game.
1922 to 2003.
2023,
Yes. What did I say?
2003.
Ah!
I wish it was
I have
2003.
I have so many things going on in my head right now. Hold on. Let's see. I'm just calculating. Dang, that's a lot of money. Okay. You know what? It's worth it. He's rich. He's rich.
Put us through fighting
He's
Elder.
rich. Okay, you know what? It's fine. That's a lot
Here
of
you
money,
go,
though.
lad. Flips a nickel.
But boom, boom, boom. All right.
Oh, nickel's not enough. Quarter.
So, is there anything else you would like to accomplish? Driscoll leaves. He leaves the cafe after finishing his coffee. Knott sort of sits there quietly for a long moment. He looks at you all. Now then, about your bonus. Originally, I had planned on giving you $5, considering you destroyed a medical facility and caused some mild discomfort with the police, but
You
considering
actually owe money for the medical
all-
facility.
all you've done,
Garnished wages.
and I find it only fair that you should each received $120 in bonus. And Jeremiah, I, later, and perhaps private, I would like to discuss giving you your manager's job. He has been nothing but a useless sack of waste these last couple of days, and has been nothing but a pig.
He hasn't fought any monsters.
I'd like you to have his place, if you'd like.
That's for Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, yes.
So Sky Newt.
Yeah.
Yes.
He'll mostly just nod.
Right, right. It's,
Insanity.
Sips
Well,
coffee.
we'll talk about it later, and he, like, pats you on the back. After all, I hate to send anyone out on the streets. And speaking of, and he turns to you, Howard.
Speaking of the filthy streets.
If you would like, old friend, I would like to offer you a job.
Job. It won't involve fighting eldritch horrors from beyond this
No,
dimension.
no, hopefully not. Perhaps some landscaping, the same architectural job as you'll be working with Irvin here. I'll offer you a steady pay. You'll get a place to set yourself
An
up.
architect without any formal
You'll be more of
education
his assistant,
in
but
architecture.
I'm an assistant.
you'll be help repairs and building things. You're good with
I'll
your
carry
hands.
the paperwork.
Okay.
Ah, well, I'll train you later. We have plenty of people
I'll
to
be
go around.
happy to have him.
I'll
course.
take.
You'll have a good place to earn a steady wage, a place to call your own. I'm quite
Never
happy
know
for
what
you.
we'll
The
need an
horrible
extra
memories
bonus
of both the war and this adventure.
And he nods, looks at you all, his smile sort of falls as he looks at Jeremiah, who is just sort of 1,000-yard stare, just staring at his coffee. Ah, now then. I think we should all be getting on our way. So, that is the end of the Nightmare Shadow of Lochholt,
Oh, that's the end?
an adaptation of Chaosium's The Haunting. Now,
I feel like
in
an
the years to
epilogue
follow-
is in order.
in the years to follow, what are your guys' plans? You come back to your home, Irvin. Your driver
I'ma
is
make
there. His kids are
sure-
fine.
Yeah, Winston, his
No.
family's all taken care of.
Winston is still a little shaken up from his time working with you all in these past week, but he seems eager to just get back to work. You find your dishes are done, your home is clean. If so, the kids are jumping on your couch. Is a little annoying, but hey, they're kids.
Well,
Oh, hello, sir.
same as ever. Hello, Winston. Sort of like stare off for a second.
He notices your look.
Well,
Is everything all right?
yes, everything's just fine. How are you holding?
Well, been quite nervous since you didn't come back. Well, your dishes are finished. I keep trying to touch up the living room, but the kids just they find your couches rather springy.
Well, I choose the extra springy ones.
Right. And a good choice it is. Now, is Lochholt safe to return to my own apartment? Is everything okay?
Well, there's an investigation going on.
An investigation?
Yeah, there's I'm sure you'll read all about it in the news very soon. But
All right. So,
Never just clean up the wood.
so I guess Irvin would in the coming months, I don't know, go back to his old job. I mean, what he has been doing all this time.
guess it was pretty funny.
He has somewhat of a commitment to Howard
I didn't even need a laugh
to
track.
help him fight the job and all of that, but
Right.
he would take an early retirement. I guess he's 57, so I don't know. Let's say he retires at 60 as an early retirement. Gives another 3 years, help show Howard some things, but the whole thing just unsettled him quite a bit, and he might try to move out to the country.
All right. Nice. All right. After, let's say, in 2 years, so it's 1924, you're living in this country house. If you'd like to describe it, you can. If
Well,
not, we'll just depict it.
After like 3 years,
Okay, 3
or
years.
let's
So-
say 2 years,
Okay,
whenever it happens.
sure. You did get
So
a pretty substantial bonus.
Yeah,
so
I get a pretty good bonus, and I was already pretty well off before, so
all
I
right.
get a nice early retirement just to sort of go old and senile in a country house.
Hey,
All right.
what was
Yeah.
the inflation calculation for our bonus?
Oh, so $120 in 1922 is worth a staggering $2,000, $166 today.
Okay.
Pretty good amount.
Suppose at some point I would like to check on Jeremiah.
And in 2 years, what state would Jeremiah be in? After an hour after this conversation in the cafe, your head sort of clears, but that image of that creature, everything you fought, everything you've seen in Lochholt will forever change your life.
So Jeremiah isn't fully like himself until a few months after the whole Lochholt experience. But his insanity's turned into an obsession, and he eventually accepts the job offer from Mr. Knott, but it becomes a means of funding an attempt for him to discover just unnaturalities of the world. He goes from wanting to be a reporter to wanting to discover those sorts of unknown mysteries of the world. And it kind of consumes his time and his mind. And everything at this point has just become a means to filling that wanting to understand.
Okay. In 1924, are you out and about in 2 years? Or just living in the same place, a house?
He has more money now. Eventually, he'll have enough to probably afford something more than what he has now. But it'll be pretty modest. And he'll spend a lot of times going over those photos he took in Lochholt, and just having I don't know. He develops a lot of weird, different habits, I guess, that are that he didn't have before.
Okay. Irvin had mentioned he's trying to keep in touch with you. Do you keep in touch with the others? Make yourself scarce, or just remain lonesome?
I'll interact when reached out to.
Okay.
But Jeremiah probably doesn't make any extra effort to keep. Probably most of his relationships he keeps. He keeps a little bit more. He keeps more to himself.
All right. Occasionally, you do receive a letter from Mr. Irvin Patterson, and I assume they're just general greetings or chances to meet, probably.
Check-outs. I worry about his sanity.
All right.
So there's not much room for chit chat. Just kind of little checkups.
They'll receive quick responses.
All right. I'll check up on Howard too. Sometimes they're a little bit more friendly.
All right. And
especially because we probably, even after this, we would have worked together for a number of years.
All right. Yeah, you've worked closely and you've given him training. How is Howard doing in these 2 years following this adventure?
So I was working with Irvin to build up my knowledge and my skills, advance my education, but all the while, in my spare time, free time, I'm practicing with weapons and preparing to fight in case something like this ever occurs again, because now that I know that there's darkness lurking everywhere in this world, it's better to start preparing for it now than to regret, not being prepared.
All right. And you, I assume, have
I'm
worked
off
up
the
enough.
streets.
You
Yes.
are off the streets.
Renting an apartment.
Heck yeah. It's a nice, comfy place where you can call home and have parties of your own and receive letters of your own. How exciting. So, the town of Lochholt has also seen some change as well. Ever since that one afternoon, the shootout between police officers and the secrets uncovered in the basement of the Corbitt House, things just haven't been the same in Lochholt. You have achieved ending 4 out of 7, but one fact remains. Artie did not... Oh, here's the statistics, by the way. Artie did not survive this adventure. Mr. Dooley survived this adventure. Driscoll survived this adventure. Very surprising.
Really?
You killed Walter Macario. You discovered the secret of the cult. You completed the main story. You completed side story 1 out of 2. You uncovered
Hanging out with Uncle
11
Logan and Uncle Skyler. Huh?
Hold on.
Hi.
Hold on.
Should we give you some more medicine?
Medicine, huh? Come on, Sky, you want some more medicine? Alright, you uncovered 11 out of 15 handouts. You uncovered 3 side handouts, which congrats, by the way. And the location of Officer Wilkins remains unknown. Of the 2 officers that trailed into the forest after the missing officer that was going to be detained by Driscoll seemed to have vanished, and the officer along with it. It seemed both the body of that officer and the officer that was going to be apprehended seemed to have vanished without a trace, like he flew away. That shack, when revisited, is empty. However, it is brought to light, although in some level of acute detail, so not as to not frighten the locals of Lochholt, those who choose to stay, free from whatever curse that is magically influencing people. People are of their own free will, and the town does slowly grow over the next couple years. But remains the secret of what happens below the police station. Although people know that there is something sinister down there, and it was cleaned out. Mr. Knott's home, the old Corbitt House, was actually put into repair, which Irvin and Howard, as well as Jeremiah, revisited after some time and saw the renovations themselves. A new family now resides there, and they seem happy, and despite the dark history of the house and the old haunts, don't seem affected. You heard in read newspapers and heard word that the remainder of that ashen body, the remainder of that creature you had killed down in the basement, was taken to Arkham, the university, to be studied and looked at. That's the best you could surmise from asking around and anyone that you know from Arkham. As for the whereabouts of Richard Gray, his body was found with a huge shotgun-sized hole in his middle. His body was returned to his daughter Abigail, and Driscoll was not rewarded as highly since he was charged with finding him. Some reward was sent to you via mail, and you were each given $20.
Which that was Richard Gray.
I had a feeling that's who that was.
Oh well.
But he is buried, although the matter of his death has scarred his daughter, and those who have worked closely with him. The Birdman was never found, and the house that the old lady resided in the forest seemed to have vanished as well. Nothing but a giant pile of rat corpses, which was odd, but, you know, no house, just a bunch of rats. It was odd.
Rats.
Rats.
It was odd, but not against the law, so they
Exactly.
couldn't really do anything.
Like, all right, who did this? Who solved the pest problem for us and didn't say anything? Why? It's, you know, everything seems to be going well. The repairing of whatever cult's presence in this town seems to have vanished. Whoever this MT is still out there. That officer, whoever they may be, is still out there. And that thought alone, and the monsters and the eldritch horrors and abominations that you had all suffered insanity and physical affliction from, will forever be a part of you, and some of you remain changed. It's in 2 years, almost to the day, that you first received the job offer from Mr. Knott, that you each, at different intervals, receive a knock on your door. It's in the middle of the day. It's sunny out. Let's start with... Let's go from left to right. Let's do Sky. Jeremiah, you hear a loud knock on your door.
Jeremiah will go and open the door.
All right. You see a tall, thin, bald man with a pointed chin beard and a mustache that seems waxed to his features. He wears small black spectacles, just hiding on the brink of his pointed nose, long eyebrows, and he seems to be reading what looks to be address forms. He's hoping he got the right address, and as he hears the door creak open, he turns and notices you. Hello. My name is Alex Marks. Jeremiah, yes?
Yes, that's
Biggs. Okay, good. I am a professor of astrology at Arkham University.
Astrology?
I have heard of your, well, through the grapevine.
Astrology.
Oh, did I?
I mean, I'm sure there's people that study astrology.
Right, but that's at this time it's less of an actual study. So
right.
Astronomy, my bad. Professor of astronomy, thank you, because I never
You
would
look
have
like
caught
a
that.
Pisces.
Are you a Cancer? I have heard of your through the grapevine, and through a great deal of research, I discovered where you live. It's not creepy, I swear. I've heard of your experiences in Lochholt, and I have found it rather enlightening in my own research. Please, if you would join me, I would like you and your friends, should I be able to find them, to join me on a scientific excursion to an island some miles west of California's southern coast. All expenses paid, of course. You shan't need to pay for tickets. The plane is prepared. All I need are some extra minds with experience such as yours. It reads as if reading from a script. Expense paid. So, if you would like to, a hand is outstretched. If you would like to come with, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and we think your insight would greatly aid us.
If you don't mind me asking, what kind of research?
Oh, well, can we talk inside? It should only be for a moment. I actually have other things to do this evening.
Jeremiah kind of.
Oh no,
like,
Hayden's gone.
he came back.
He came back in, but you'll need to move him back on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There we go. He should appear in his normal spot. Sweet.
There we are.
How much further? How far in the future is this?
2 years.
Okay, so he'll like look into his house, and you see like pictures, like one of those like a poster board with like pictures and like strings around
Oh
it.
yeah.
And so he like, give me 1 minute, and he like turns it around. But
He
eventually he'll invite him in.
curls an eyebrow. You've been busy.
It's nothing. It's a passion project.
Matter of interest? Well, should you come with us, there might be chances for you to explore some of your interests. Once every 50 some odd years, there is... Let's put it this way. There's something in space, astrological signs that appear. Stars
Cancer.
form in a very peculiar pattern.
Astrological sign.
If you would like, we need your expertise with the unknown, with these other things that we think we would find use for you for, should you be interested. Again, under no obligation. You don't have to. I understand your state might be a little precarious.
Where can I contact you if I decide that I want to?
Ah, right. He hands you an address, which I am putting up an address generator right now. Hold on. Okay. So he hands you that, which shall be generated in just a second. All right, AI. Okay, this one's good. You can find me at Arkham University, but specifically my home is at, it's on the card, 2720 Factory Road in Arkham, Massachusetts.
All right. Whether I agree to or not, you'll get a letter from me within the week.
Of course, and thank you for your time. I'm very appreciated.
Of course. I mean, something that Jeremiah has developed is a nervous laugh.
All right.
So
He
just...
All right. He turns, opens up the door, and closes it behind him. Now, you don't have to say if you accept now. We'll save that for next time. But, Irvin, you get a knock on your door. You see this man of the same features that I described. Tall, bony, science-looking.
Science-y looking.
He furiously flips through his notes, and you hear a coom, coom, coom. Some knocks at your door.
Who could that be? Nobody knows I'm out here. Okay. I'll get up and answer it.
All right. As you open the door, across the street, or I guess across your driveway, you see a large car with some men standing outside of it with their hands folded over. They both just sort of looking around boredly, and in the doorway you see the same man. You were a little troublesome to find. Irvin Patterson, yes?
Yes.
Excellent. My name is Alex Marks, professor of astronomy. Wow, holy... Astronomy! What is the word? Astronomy. Holy crap. Thank you. Astronomy. Okay, at Arkham University. I have heard of your experiences. Oh my gosh. All right, we gotta end this soon, else my sanity is gonna go. Ugh. I'm having fun with this, by the way. I've heard of your experiences some years back. Do you remember anything from the town of Lochholt?
I stare off. Yes, I remember lots of things.
He nods. I have read about your experiences, and I have found it quite enlightening to my own research. If you would join me, I have a trip to California, all paid. Of course, you wouldn't need to do anything but bring your clothes and any personal belongings that you wish to bring. If you would like, I would like you and your friends to join me on a scientific excursion to the island of Wasanola, just miles west off the coast of California. Should be a nice, relaxing vacation from this place. Just some astrological signs, holy moly, of certain stars appearing once every 50 some odd years. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and it might have something to do with what you experienced in Lochholt. Should you be interested?
I'll gaze at my wall where I have the knife mounted.
And he sort of looks at that too, and
Just kind of like
bit of an odd ornament, but all right.
stare at it, remember. I was a hero. Yeah, I would be glad to help. I don't have a whole lot to do nowadays.
Of course. Excellent. He checks something off on his paper and puts it behind his coat. Then I shall send a letter to you within the week. I have other places to be and lots to do, lots of planning, of course. But expect a letter very soon. I am looking forward to this trip. And he extends a hand out to shake yours.
I'll shake his hand.
He shakes it vigorously. Excellent. Good day. And he turns and closes the door himself, sort of leaves you alone again in the doorway. Pretty abruptly.
I go back to sitting in my chair.
Staring at the night.
All right. And last, but certainly not least, Howard, you hear a knocking at your door.
Alright. I grab my revolver and head to the door.
This one's at night. You said you're at a apartment, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So out in the hallway, you see two men. One, the same sciencey looking man, and another guy in... He looks young, early 20s. Has a satchel slung over his shoulder, wearing a light blue collar shirt with spectacles over his eyes, his hair swept over with gel. He looks around, and as his comrade knocks on the door, his colleague knocks on the door, do you answer? Or how do you answer?
Alright. I keep the pistol at the ready, kind of behind the door, and open the door a little bit with one of those little chain lock things. Like
Snags a little bit as you pull it.
Yeah.
Mr. Howard Hudson, I presume?
Yes?
Wait, you
Who's
don't make
that?
yourself sparse. My name is Alex Marks. I'm a professor of astronomy at Arkham University. I was wondering if you would like to come with me and a few colleagues of mine on a trip. I find your experiences at the town of Lochholt, which he sort of stares at you, his eyes above his spectacles just peering at you. I found them...
Raised that.
I found it very enlightening. This trip would be to a small island just west of the southern coast of California. It should be a short trip. Some star alignment that appears once every 50 some odd years. Once in a lifetime opportunity. He looks at his script again. All expense paid. You are under no obligation to come, but we have sent letters to your friends for review. It seems as if Mr. Patterson has considered joining. Would you be available, or would you be interested in coming on this trip?
I'll have to see if I can get vacation time.
We've also sent a letter to Mr. Knott. I haven't received any word from him, but I expect the word soon.
Well, if he clears me time to go, then I'd be more than happy to.
So yes, if he permits.
Yes.
Excellent. He checks off another box again, puts his papers behind his coat. Excellent. And he doesn't reach in between the door and the wall, but he extends his hand to shake.
I'll shake his hand.
He shakes. Ha! Excellent. Good day and good night, I suppose. It is night. He sort of looks at the ground and shuffles off down the hallway.
Along with the other guy.
And the other guy sort of stares at you for a long moment before he turns and begins following after the professor. Professor, what was that all about? Just needed another body. You hear him say, echoing through the
Another
hallway.
body.
With my listen skill.
And that is the last time you see them until you do get cleared by Mr. Knott. You all do, as a matter of fact. This
See,
seems like a very
I need
important...
Mr. Knott's permission. I'm retired.
That's fair, yeah. Well, Mr. Knott sends you a letter anyway. Good luck on your trip, old friend. I hear it's going to be quite the excursion.
I've received a large donation.
Go ahead. Your services are no longer needed. All right. All right. But that leaves off into a potential sequel. And that is the end of Call of Cthulhu's The Haunting and the Nightmare of Lochholt. Congrats, guys! You all survived! Oh, you guys are awesome!
We got real close.
You guys did. Howard, oh my gosh! And Bryson, with your luck, you kept dodging like several attacks.
I was like a combat god. in
You
that shit.
dodged the bed, which definitely would have hurt like heck. And Urban, I felt so... not Urban, Jeremiah, I felt so bad during that combat.
Oh man.
Oh, but
I like
I need to
hit
ask
points
the,
wise. I did fine, but
the thing with the knife. I felt like I pieced together something about that quote being like the knife could like kill the creature or something. Did that happen, or did I just get lucky and...
We'll save that for the Q&A video or something.
This isn't the Q&A?
No. This is just like everything's done, and I want to congratulate you guys for not only surviving your very first Call of Cthulhu game, but also being done with our first Call of Cthulhu game.
Right?
Oh, that was really fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Oh, but so there's some complicated bits. I'm not sure I fully understand some things, but that was a very fun experience. I love Call of Cthulhu.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, well, thanks for playing. Thanks for being the players. Sorry we had so much trouble with the internet and stream.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's alright.
Yeah,
Just my finger.
we had some good laughs, some great moments, definitely.
yeah.
Ah, all right, and for
Neon sign.
the all right, for the people at home, thank you for watching. Expect to see a Q&A video shortly. If you want to see any questions get answered or not, I guess that's up to you. But there's definitely going to be some art accompanied with it, and some conversation, some laughs, some yucks, and some general mystery, and some possible spoilers into what I have planned for a possible one-shot later. So, I think that'll be it for us today. And everyone's gone. Oh, no. Okay, there you guys are. Are you guys in the wrong spots? Yes, you are. That's
Doesn't
unfortunate.
matter. It's the end.
You were just in the middle of talking.
I was
and
in
you
the
just,
middle,
like,
and
vanished.
okay, well, the people could see me. You guys left, but as long as you guys could hear me, that's great. So, hopefully, nothing else happens, even though you guys are in the wrong spot. I hope you all had fun playing, and I hope the listeners at home had fun listening. This was definitely an awesome experience. So, I will leave it there before anything terrible happens. So, until then, until the next video, I hope you all have a good one, folks. Take it easy. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Take it easy.